Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special edition on the Around the Point Network. This is not Chilling with Chase. This is Drunk with Chase. I hope you guys have your Bud Light winning toast ready because I'm here to give you my 100% super honest review of WWE Money in the Bank. You know, it seems like every so often there comes a premium live event, pay-per-view, whatever we call these things nowadays, that comes along. And a lot of fans, they tend to love it. They tend to say, "Oh, wow, that was a great 3 hours of professional wrestling." And then I sit there and I say to myself, "What the fuck was that? This was good? This past 3 hours was good? No, this was crap," as Big Mike would say here on the channel. I was not a fan of Money in the Bank 2023. I just wasn't. I couldn't get into it. And maybe it was, yes, because my tribal chief took a pinfall to Jay fucking Uso. What the fuck are we doing? We have our tribal chief. You have your top guy losing to a tag team. And people want to praise Triple H. People want to praise the game. People want to be like, "Oh, this guy, he's such a great booker. What is he doing? What is he cooking out there?" Because he ain't cooking a winning formula. That's for sure. That's for sure. But sound off in the chat if you love this show. That's fine. I'm just here to tell you my honest thoughts on this show. We kicked off the pay-per-view. It was the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. L.A. Knight. Yeah. Santos Escobar. Logan Paul. Shinsuke Nakamura. Ricochet. Man, I'm a Ricochet. Man, something about Ricochet, dude. Like, I don't know. He feels like he ain't never gonna reach his potential. Damian Priest, and that was it, man. Oh yeah, John, we drunk right now. I've been drinking since my tribal chief lost. I've been going through it. I'm coping right now. You guys can say you're smoking on the Chase Oliver pack, I guess. And then a loss in a tag match doesn't matter. Going to motivate Roman. No. We're not doing this bullshit, King Cash. It's not going to motivate Roman. It's going to make Roman Reigns more upset. It's going to make Roman Reigns, trust me, I'm like the mini wise man. I know how the tribal chief thinks. It's going to make the tribal chief more paranoid. It's going to make the tribal chief take more risks. It's going to make the tribal chief make more mistakes. That's what you guys are not understanding. The tribal chief is now going to be making more mistakes than ever. All right? I don't know what you guys are talking about. And what's up, Safed? Hope you're doing well. Are you ready to comment about the Money in the Bank main event or no? We still not going to talk about it. That's okay. Anyways, the opening ladder match. When you looked at the names and you looked at the people in it, Butch was also in it. I forgot to say his name. I'm used to calling him Pete Dunne, but Butch. You thought this match was going to be good, but this match, I don't know what it was. It felt like it was stuck in neutral the whole time. Like I was waiting for like that big spot that was like, "Oh my God," and then the crowd would be crazy. Like I'll say this. The crowd in London was absolutely on fire. Like they did their best to carry this show. Like they literally carried this show on their backs. Like John Cena when he would lift up Big Show and Edge at WrestleMania 25. They tried their fucking best, man, to get me to care about this match. But I just could not get into this match. Something about this match, like I tried. I was watching it. I was like, "Oh yeah, it's a lot of like it's hard to make me not care about a match where guys can bump and do a bunch of other crazy stuff." I just didn't care for this match. I just couldn't get into it. It was just one of those matches where I was just like, dude, this match is just stuck in neutral. Nothing about this match is making me care. Like Butch did the moonsault off the ladder. Did not care. Actually, my favorite spot is Ricochet and Logan Paul botching whatever attempt they were trying to do when LA Knight pushed them off the ladder. And they were trying to do like the springboard C4 on some tables. I just couldn't care. I really just could not care. Give me 1 second. I got to get my chapstick. Sometimes my lips get all fucking chapped and shit. But yeah, I just couldn't care about this match. The match just didn't do anything for me. And of course, this has the typical WWE result. LA Knight is clearly the most overdue in this match. Like fans want this guy to win. They want this guy to win. They want him to become Mr. Money in the Bank. And WWE had a cool ending spot where it felt like everyone was going to fuck LA Knight over, but LA Knight kept saying fuck off to all of them. And you could hear the crowd, even when Butch, who is from there, from that country, was just getting mixed reactions. You could tell the fans wanted LA Knight, but of course WWE they have this stupid logic and this stupid thinking. Well, if the guy's over, they don't really need anything to help them stay over. These guys are supposed to just stay over. He'll always be over. It doesn't matter. He doesn't need to win. That's WWE's logic. That's WWE's thinking. It's been their thinking for the longest time. That's why Bryan Danielson didn't win shit until the fans really went ape shit about him, because they were like, well, he's going to stay over. Why would we give him the world title when he can just stay over without it? So, of course, WWE does it where LA Knight, who makes the most sense to win this briefcase, LA Knight, who is supposed to be the one that you want to keep over, they're like, oh, no. We don't want you over. We don't want LA Knight over. I don't know how you got over. You've been over somehow. We put you in a feud with Bray Wyatt, who kills most careers. Somehow you're still over. We don't get it, and we don't want it. No, thank you. So what WWE does, what best? Who they want over? Who is the main babyface they want over? It's Cody fucking Rhodes. It's not LA Knight. They don't want LA Knight over because it takes away from Cody fucking Rhodes. And I'm not saying that, like WWE doesn't like to push more than one babyface. Sometimes they do, but for the most part, they only like to push one babyface at the most. And that's Cody Rhodes. That's where they put most of their effort. That's where they put most of their merchandise. Look at Cody Rhodes' merchandise compared to LA Knight. It took forever for how long for WWE to make a t-shirt. Cody Rhodes, he gets a Georgia's Own t-shirt. He has 2 new t-shirts with his tattoo design and everything like that. They don't want to push LA Knight like that. They will use him because fans like him, but they know it's like, hey, look, with LA Knight, hey, if he stays over, he stays over. If he doesn't stay over, it is what it is. He has a 6-month window. That's the thing with LA Knight that a lot of people don't understand. WWE views this as just a marketing tool for them. They just view this as, okay, he's going to stay over as long as he's going to stay over. So they decide to have LA Knight lose. Instead of, building off momentum like they should, they have Damian Priest win. Now, some people will argue, Chase Priest in the judge. It does not matter if Damian Priest is Money in the Bank if Finn does not win the world title. I don't care what anyone says. A lot of people are going to say, Chase, it adds more elements and Finn. So what are we going to do from here? What's next? Well, Chase, Damian could lose his briefcase. So we're going to have Damian Priest win this match just for him to lose because Finn might cost him. So the main goal you're telling me is Damian Priest becoming Mr. Money in the Bank is just for him to feud with Finn Balor, who is not the champion. Does that correlate with any of y'all? Does that make any sense? No. It's a waste of a resource. It's a waste of money in the fucking bank. That's what some people don't get. So WWE, like they always do, instead of the hot and over guy, they go with the guy that they feel they have a story with. And ultimately, we'll just have to wait and see. Wait and see how this story plans out. But really, to be honest, no. All right, Yagan King, we're not doing this bullshit. If you want to troll, go fucking somewhere else, dog. I ain't dealing with your trolling shit tonight. Yeah, let me read some comments before I get into the next match. Better for LA Knight to lose than turn him into Austin Theory. He wouldn't be Austin Theory. They have a year to figure out what to do with LA Knight to keep him over as Mr. Money in the Bank. Damian Priest, his end goal is going to be against Finn effing Balor. Yahoo! What are we not understanding here? I should have known better that WWE books wrestlers who lose a lot to get a briefcase, so here comes Damian Priest. Yep, Priest doesn't win that much on TV. That was Vince booking. Yeah, also Triple H booking, because Triple H books just like fucking Vince. It doesn't change. Like, people need to understand, it's the same dude booking the whole time. LA Knight would fail to cash in on Roman in the same night. LA Knight has a better chance at being a world champion than Damian Priest at this moment in time. It will probably Finn will probably win the belt at SummerSlam. Well, if he does, whatever I said here is wrong, but I don't see that happening. I really just don't see that happening anytime soon. And yes, Yagan King Roman did lose. By the way, we got to do the Bud Light toast. So putting this beer down, we're going to do the Bud Light toast for the Money in the Bank winners because, that's what WWE was sponsoring. They were being sponsored by Bud Light. Some good Bud Light, dude. I love my Bud Light, you know. Ain't getting canceled like them, but I love me some Bud Light. So Bud Light toast to you, Damian Priest. Congratulations. You won your Money in the Bank. WWE Women's Tag Team title match. Ronda Rousey and Liv Morgan teamed up. So this is the alcohol talking now. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler took on the team of Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Match was really forgettable. It just ended up having a, oh my God, Shayna Baszler beating up Ronda Rousey twist. Weird twist. Don't know why you did it. Don't really care for a Shayna Baszler versus Ronda Rousey match at this moment of time. I don't know where this puts Shayna Baszler. I mean, are you trying to build up Shayna Baszler to be the one to maybe challenge Rhea Ripley down the road? Are you trying to make Ronda Rousey into a babyface to challenge Rhea Ripley? That's why I don't understand the point of this turn. We're doing this turn so that way one of these two women will be a serious threat to Mommy. Because let's be real. Mommy has no threats. Mommy's facing the top on Raw. So she has no threats. I forgot what brand Ronda and Shayna are supposed to be drafted on. I'm not sure. I think Ronda and Shayna are both Raw superstars. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the chat, because I actually shouldn't matter. WWE's brand split doesn't matter to them anyway, so why should it matter to what I'm trying to say? But it seems like that this turn happened because they realized we don't have anyone for Rhea. So are you going to force Shayna Baszler to be a babyface in dispute with Ronda? But that makes no sense because Ronda looked like she was more hurt by the turn than anyone else. So I feel like you're going to make Ronda the face, but no one's going to cheer Ronda over Mommy. Like, no one's going to sit there with their mind and be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to cheer for Ronda. The turn made no sense. Congrats to Liv and Raquel Rodriguez. What are you, two-time Women's Tag Team Champion? Liv was this year like 4th Women's Tag titles. I don't know. Bud Light winning toast to y'all. Bud Light winning toast. Y'all have your Bud Light so you can give your Bud Light winning toast to all these people who won in these matches. I love me some Bud Light winning toast. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bud Light. All right, let me read some comments before I get to anything else on the show. What was the next man? True Chaser booking philosophy is if you're already over the crowd, why do we need to get this guy more over? They don't understand that they need to strike while iron's hot. That's the problem with WWE. And the thing is, like I said earlier too, in my point, they already have Cody. They don't want LA Knight to get over. They're fine with just Cody Rhodes being the most over talent. That's the thing that they don't get. They don't like pushing two faces at once. I don't know. They're weird. Majin Ronda. Yeah, it was okay outfit. Because there has been countless examples of them not going with the guy that's clearly over. Bryan Danielson's like the most. I would have had Logan Paul win the Money in the Bank. Here's the thing, too. If you're not going with LA Knight, Logan Paul makes this better sense than Damian Priest. Because, like I said, Damian Priest is going to feud with Finn after this. And unless Finn is champion, it makes no, you know what I'm saying? Are these numbers holographic? I don't know. I couldn't even tell. Let's see. They pay Ronda too much to keep her in a boring tag team, at least use her to get others over. Yeah, but I think they want Ronda to help get what's her face? Rhea over. I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, sorry, King Cash. I'm drunk, so. What's up, Chase? It's been a while. I did not know you had another channel, but I'm glad I found it. Yeah, so I'm mostly posting a lot on here, the Around the Point Network. I'm also with Heel Steven, Walter, Big Mike, formerly the artist known as Kaden Lee. So, yeah. Rhea should turn face eventually. Oh, yeah, she's too over. If they had friction between Ronda and Shayna, then sure, the heel turn makes sense, but they just had her turn on Ronda after winning the title, then unifying titles. Yeah, it makes no sense. Oh, sweet, Romeo. You're going to help me with this show. Romeo will be the positive light for all you people who love this show. I did not love this show whatsoever. What was after this match? I gotta look at the card. I can't even remember what was after this match. I try my best to do this off the top of my head, people. But come on, man. I'm like 8 beers deep. I'm living the good life right now. So what is this pay-per-view? Money in the Bank 2023. Money. Yeah, so let's see. Money in the Bank 2023 results. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Gunther versus Matt Riddle. This was for the Intercontinental title. No, Gary. This show was not mid. It was bad. Not a good show, in my personal opinion. Not a good show. What is with all these bobblehead nights in Dodger Stadium? Find a new promotion, Dodgers. Fuck off. All right. Ask questions after the show, please. But yeah, anyways, and I respect your opinion, King Cash. I thought the show was bad. I respect your opinion, though. Roman's coming on. He loves the show. But this match was kind of a disappointment, and it was a story match. So it was kind of like they were building off the story that Riddle had a hurt ankle. Gunther ends up winning quick. So here I am. I'm thinking, oh, man. Oh, first, before we do anything else, Bud Light winning toast to you, Gunther, because you won your match. Shout out to Bud Light. Love me some Bud Light. But anyways, I was waiting. I was hoping. I was getting my arms ready. I was like Birdman peeking out. I was saying, I can't wait. I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me. I thought we were going to see Randy Orton, but instead we saw Drew McIntyre. They talk to me. And cool for the fans. They saw Drew. This just felt underwhelming. And of course, Drew McIntyre, who has been gone for this long time, a guy that a lot of people say was one of the MVPs of the COVID year, a guy who finally reached that level of main eventer. And my best friend said it best. You can have the main event body, but you're still a mid-card talent. Why is he coming out to challenge for the IC title? Like Drew, weren't you the one last year, especially from WWE's perspective, that you were all cutting these promos? I need to win the big one. I can't be sitting here wasting my time. I got to become champion again and get my moment. Sure, Gunther and Drew may have unfinished business from WrestleMania. That's fine. This just felt so underwhelming. It's just like, damn, is this what we really think of Drew McIntyre? He just a mid-carder? This guy is stuck in the mid-card? Drew coming after Seth, that makes more sense. That's more exciting. But it's weird. It's like Drew McIntyre was gone and missing it. I know Triple H said in the press conference, you know, it's funny, we saw all these reports about Drew McIntyre and we would just laugh. But it's like if the reports were true that Drew was like sitting out because he was upset about his contract, this is like an NBA player sitting out for his contract. And instead of them signing the Supermax, they signed like a level below the Supermax. They didn't even sign a max deal. They signed like 10 million less. It's like Drew McIntyre literally was settled with, well, this is my best option, and decided to come back, and it's for the IC title. Like, oh man. So no Randy Orton. It was a little bit of a disappointment there. I just thought it was a little bit of a disappointment that Drew came back for the IC title, but we did get one of the OVW4 to come back. John Cena came back. That was cool. Cena came back. He did a promo. He showed more energy and more effort in this than he did in his match with Austin Theory at WrestleMania. He really wants WrestleMania London. Why do you want WrestleMania London, John? So you can stink up the place there? So that way you can just go up and do the 5 moves of doom and be done? Yeah, booey. Grayson Waller, though, man, did this guy come off as a star tonight? If there was a highlight for me, it was definitely Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller came off as a really good star. He held his own with Cena. He didn't let the crowd rattle him as they were getting louder with the boos. He was so good. I mean, golly, Grayson Waller. Once he figures out his moveset inside the ring, I think this guy's going to be all right. I just think he needs to kind of evolve his character because, like, sometimes, you know, with the way he dresses and stuff too, it feels a little like your tier is JBL filler heeled world champion, where you win the championship, you're a transitional champion, you're just there to get the babyface over. You hold the belt for a long period of time, but that's going to be your only main title reign. You ain't winning anything else after that. But Cena was good. He cut a promo, and it was cool to see Cena. It was just, just random. I thought he was going to wrestle a match, and then when Grayson Waller came out, I was like, cool. But yeah, it seemed he didn't even want to do the whole 5 moves of doom. Dally-Pool did the whole LA Knight thing and stuff. Drew, welcome back. Now hold this L to Gunther. What's good, Spaz Phoenix? Nothing, man. I'm drunk. I'm in the mud, as we would say on this channel. Question: biggest future in order? Sammy Guevara. Dally-Pool, can you ask this question afterwards so I can remember it? Thank you. We'll be doing a Q&A until I finish all my beers that are sitting here and stuff. So don't worry, we'll be here for a good night. What is up, ALW? How you doing, man? So anyway, after that, we got the 6 women Money in the Bank ladder match. Trish Stratus, Zoe Starks, Becky Lynch, Bayley, and Io Sky. Kind of interesting that they didn't do a whole last minute replacement or a last minute woman being added to this match. I thought they might be doing this. By the way, I see you guys are in the chat. Give this video a thumbs up. We would greatly appreciate it here on the Around the Point Network. Thumbs up are always appreciated. But this match right here was much better than the men's. This match actually started to pick up. Zelina Vega was also in this match. Sorry, Zelina. I'll take a drink of Budweiser for forgetting about you. That's on me. I'll wear that. I won't drink the Bud Light. The Bud Light's for celebrations. The Budweiser is for the bad stuff. I love me some Budweiser too. But anyways, this match picked up on the second gear, but this match just felt like each woman, they had their segments and their spots. And after that, they would just lay down for most of the time. It was just kind of like, all right, we'll do this, and then we'll go on to the next spot. And then you do this and go to the next spot. And it felt like the match was like trying to focus on one particular feud when it had other stuff going on. But ultimately, I did like the finish where Io Sky handcuffed Bayley and Becky together. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing that somewhere else. Just hear me out real quick. I think that'd be an interesting video somewhere down the line. But Io Sky ended up winning the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. I was fine with this result. This was actually one of the only results I liked. I'm sure Romeo liked this result too. The honorary Puerto Rican, but let me welcome in the good brother from the True Hill Heat channel, the man himself, Romeo Anthony Colon, for the honorary Puerto Rican Io Sky. Romeo, how much would you like to see a handcuff video of Becky Lynch and Bayley, though? I think that has some legs. I think it has some legs right there.
Replace Becky with Io. And yeah, I think it's a great video.
I like it. First off, before I ask your thoughts on the pay-per-view and before we talk about that horrible main event of all time, winning toast Bud Light for you, Io Sky. We got to do the winning toast Bud Light. I don't know, Romeo, if you knew this, the show was sponsored by Bud Light. It was very heavily sponsored by Bud Light. Winning toast to all of you.
I don't have any Bud Lights, but toast to Io. 2 Puerto Ricans win Money in the Bank in the same night. Crazy.
I did not like Priest winning. I thought it was such a... I picked him to win, but I didn't want him to win.
I heard you moaning and groaning. Listen about that.
Mm-hmm.
LA Knight did not need to win Money in the Bank.
It's all right. You sound just like the bookers in WWE.
It's all right, folks.
He doesn't need it.
It's all right. Listen, I got faith that he's going to be A-okay. You tell a different story with him. I think they will earn good faith if they need to immediately turn him face. Stop fucking around and trying to keep him as a heel. You show that you turn him face. You have him feud with Austin Theory. Get the U.S. title. That's a good little next step for LA Knight. They haven't told he can't ascend to the main event title scene already. You got to take your time. I know he's old, but you got to take your time. You got to tell a story here with his face turn, him going up the card. They're only recently starting to take him a little bit seriously.
They have Cody. They don't want to push another face. They're fine with Cody. They settle. This is what this company does, Romeo. They settle just like they did with this main event.
Listen, that also plays into things that Cody is the fucking guy right now, and so is Seth Rollins. So you got to wait your damn turn. That's all right. There is a spot. There's that mid card's wide open for the taking for a babyface. Wide open.
Yeah, it's called Drew McIntyre. That's their babyface.
No, the SmackDown mid card. Drew's on the Raw. The SmackDown mid card needs a babyface.
Yeah. I'm with C Peasy. We got Romeo Pritchard in the house. Bruce Pritchard right now. You're like, oh, don't worry, Triple H. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job with this booking.
Listen,
But I felt Logan Paul should have won if you're not giving it to LA Knight. I thought my favorite highlight was Ricochet and Logan Paul botching. That was the greatest scene of that Money in the Bank
listen, they
ladder match. It was
botched, but I
hilarious.
thought they saved that as good as they could. I thought it was a great
I
recovery.
want I want Logan and Ricochet just to have a one-on-one match. I think it'd be
Lo-
great.
Logan, like all you people that give him so much shit. Yes, he's part time, whatever. But every time he's on money. He's money in the bank, literally. He is delivering every chance he gets.
Lito, what am I sipping on? The drink sponsored by Money in the Bank, Bud Light. Celebrate a winning toast with Bud
Oh,
Light
man.
today. We had a winning toast for all those people. Let's do another winning toast for them before we.
How many people
Before we
boycotting
talk
WWE now? You
no,
go
they're
woke,
gonna.
you go broke.
Oh, you know what? If this is woke, I'd rather be broke because, man, I am woke to the hell moon. But yeah, let's give a winning toast to Damian Priest, Gunther, Liv Morgan, Raquel Gonzalez, or Rodriguez, whatever the fuck her new last name is now. And
What are they doing with Ronda and Shayna? What the hell? Now that's brain dead.
No. That's what I was saying. What's the point? Are they trying to build up someone for Rhea to face? Like, is that the whole point of doing this? Are you trying to make Ronda Rousey into a baby face against Mommy? Because that's not going to work. No matter
I
how
thought
much
they were
you try
drafted
to
to
force, it ain't gonna work.
SmackDown. I thought they were.
Well, that makes it even worse now.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Damn, dude, this Bud Light does not want to fucking stay, dude. This is why it's a shitty fucking drink. But anyways, I got some Budweiser. But anyways, Romeo, I want you to give your thoughts on the other stuff before we get into that horrible main event. I know you probably love the main event. You're gonna praise it. I'm gonna shit on it. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm upset. 50,000 on my head is disrespect. But give me your thoughts on the main event.
The main event? Yes, the Civil War. The
show before the main event. All the show before the main event.
Oh, the men's Money in the Bank I thought was great. Yeah, I already spoke about the winner and all that. LA Knight, Logan Paul. The women's tag. I didn't think he needed to have Raquel Liv win. I thought you could have told a story that Liv's a little rusty, taps out, the shoulder still hurts. Extend the feud, maybe SummerSlam they win it. But obviously they want to do something here with Ronda Shayna, which made no sense mid-match when they're teaming up the whole match, and then all of a sudden Shayna then gets a problem.
They just won the women's unified tag titles, and now all of a sudden they hit Shayna's like, oh, all these years I've known you, and that one shove, now I'm pissed at you, Ronda. Like, the fuck?
Listen, the crowd popped for it because they love a turn, and they kind of want to root against Ronda Rousey. But that was stupid. Brain dead. Stupid stuff. After that was Gunther and Riddle. Too short. I understand it made Gunther look strong. Riddle had an injury and all that, but this could have been a lot more fun if it had 8 to 10 more minutes. You let him go instead of telling. But this was all about Drew after. Yeah, it was all about him.
Did you feel like this should have been Orton instead of Drew? It just made Drew look like a loser. He sits out, and instead of getting the Super Max, he gets like the mid-level exception. He gets the mid-card title. You don't even get it for the world title. Like, come on, man. You look like a bum.
Yeah, Drew should be in the main event scene, heel against Seth, but maybe they are prolonging that. Maybe part of that story is Drew getting frustrated by losing to Gunther first, and then turning heel on Seth.
Oh maybe. Man, that's a great way to get a world title shot. You're right. Lose. I can't wait for losers getting world title shots. That makes sense.
Love hey, WWE. That's what I've been seeing a little bit of that in AEW too. Jungle Boy getting all kinds of shots, but whatever.
you know what match I didn't talk? You know what's funny? You know what match I didn't talk about before the main event? Seth versus Finn. I didn't talk about that at all before that. God, what a forgettable world title match!
Did you talk Cody Dominik too?
This. I didn't.
You just missed 2 matches.
Hey, it's the alcohol. Yeah. But Cody versus Dom was. You know, me and my friend were saying this. Cody knows how to make a shitty match somewhat decent. Like, he knows how to like get you to care about a shitty match. Like, he did his thing. Like, Cody did his
WWE
thing.
Style match too.
Yeah. He did his thing. Cody did his thing. That's really all I can say about it. Like, Cody did his thing.
Do you know how long that match was?
Like 8 minutes.
Yeah, just like the one before it. I was like, what are these 2 back-to-back TV matches I'm watching?
Yeah, it was kind of weak for a pay. Like that was the match I was expecting for it to be short because it's Dom. Dom can't really wrestle like 10, 15 minutes unless it's with like someone like a Seth Rollins that, because Cody's not like a Seth where he can do like a high flying move and make you care. He stays grounded, he does the thing, but he knows how to keep it interesting. He has that extra drama, that extra element and stuff. But yeah, I thought Cody did fine. The match was forgettable. Like, we're not going to remember this for years to come. Were you disappointed no Brock Lesnar at all?
No, I didn't need Brock to be there.
Agreed.
I thought anybody who thought Dominik was going to beat Cody Rhodes was insane, crazy. That's not happening. They're not going to have Cody, the guy they want to be the next guy, lose to Dominik. No way. That's why Brock was never interfering.
This is why this is like when John Cena would face off against like John Morrison on a pay-per-view. It's like, yeah, dude, he ain't losing this. Or Baron Corbin. Like, come on, guys. What are we doing? Bud Light winning toast to you, Cody Rhodes, Georgia's own.
Yeah, and the crowd was great for that match too. I think Cody's just gonna have to keep calling out Brock and baiting him on Raw. That's gonna be the storyline going to SummerSlam. And you know what I would just do? I'd film a segment. Brock, can we film at your property? Can we have Cody Rhodes go on the hunt for you?
If you don't want to, I heard this segment. It sounds like something Triple H would book too. Cody Rhodes trying to find Brock
home invasion.
Let's read some comments before we get to the co-main event of the evening. Mid-card McIntyre. I like that CPZ. I might call him that from now on. I like Drew versus Gunther. Gunther has elevated that title. No, he has. Gunther's cool, but still, it's Drew's accepted for the bare minimum. Drew on that Austin Theory path. He wants that mid-card belt more than a world title.
Well, remember, he has unfinished business with Gunther.
Yeah, he has unfinished business with Roman Reigns too, but I guess that's not important. Drew McIntyre back in mid-card hell along with Lashley.
Lashley hasn't been seen.
By the way, yeah, Lashley, you can't see me for real with Lashley.
That's the mid-card face I'm forgetting about on SmackDown.
Yeah. We're in the second half of 2023. That means the merger is almost done. What merger? WWE and UFC?
Yeah.
Triple H was
you should have seen this dumbass question in the press conference. Oh, my God.
Yeah, well, Triple H wanted it. He was like, where's all the girls? Oh, there's only too many guys at this press conference. I need a girl. And then the girl asked the question.
It's talking about a UFC takeover, and Triple H he got offended at that. Like, we're not asking women any more question here.
I'm just happy we didn't see Uncle Stinko and Oogly Boogly.
ACPs, you seen Oogly Boogly? And he's in the greatest shape of his life.
You call that great shape? He looks like me right now. That's not great shape.
The greatest shape of his life.
What's up, Dolores? How you doing?
What's up, Dolores? The True Heel Heat prediction results got sent out.
Chase,
did you see how you did?
I probably did horrible.
You were the best of everyone today. The best. You Mr. Money in the Bank. You was able to predict this bullshit pay-per-view. You predicted the shit out of it.
I want to know after this. I want to know what points I got because that's hilarious. No, Dally-Pool, we'll answer your questions after we talk about Civil War and stuff. Romeo, don't Cody got unfinished business with Rollins. Why he ain't take care of that before Roman?
That's a different story. He needs to finish the story.
What's up?
He doesn't have unfinished business with Seth. He beat him every time.
How was the tape collision? Was that any worth a while to watch? Any matches to watch?
I only paid attention to a little bit of it. I had it on in the background.
That's good. That's good to know. But
they'll get a rating from me. I'll be part of the 5s.
Oh yeah, part of the 500K strong. The WWE World Title match. I'm not gonna lie. Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. This match. This is probably the worst I've seen from both of you. It felt like they were kind of moving in slow motion. And then when Damian Priest came out, it was like the air was lifted from the building for me. Because I did not think it was going to cash in at all. Like, there was no point when I was watching that match like, oh, is he going to cash in? It was just like, why are you out here right now, dog? And I don't know. Like, maybe the expectations were a little bit too high for this match. Maybe, I don't know, it didn't match the energy that Finn was showing week in and week out where it was like, oh, Finn's been brawling with Seth. He's been kicking his Seth's ass. I want Seth to get his revenge. Like, I don't know. I felt like the expectations and the energy of this match didn't match up. That was just me. I wasn't feeling this match whatsoever. It was kind of just a passable world title match. It was kind of like Seth Rollins, you can get a decent match out of him in his sleep. But, man, even the ending exchange, it felt like they were moving in slow motion with, like, the curb stomp, the coup de grace and stuff. But, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of this match. Did you like this match, Romeo?
I was liking it. That it seemed like they were getting into second gear, and then all of a sudden they go to the finish again. Another short match, 12 minutes 30 seconds. These are raw
this match,
level length matches. And
no, that was a concern for me too, because like I was like, wait a minute, like there's no false, because Seth and Finn, they can false finish out of like most matches. Seth didn't even do like, come on, like when Seth wrestles a guy that he's familiar with, he does that suplex into the Falcon Arrow bullshit. I didn't see that. I was like, where's that? And I was like, come on.
It's like, did we cut some of these matches short just so we could get this meaningless John Cena segment into the damn show? Is that what we did?
Do you think John Cena was like, look, I really need this segment with Grayson Waller right now? And Grayson Waller's like, I don't even know why I'm backstage, but sweet.
And listen, he's teasing a WrestleMania in London. And then in the press conference, Triple H was like, I can't confirm that. I can't say confirm or deny. He's basically like John Cena was just shooting shit from out of nowhere.
No, why does Cena want a WrestleMania in London? So he can half-ass at that show too? So he can just show up, just do the bare minimum and be comfortable? Fuck that.
And I do agree with you. Grayson Waller was excellent.
Oh,
but
dude,
still.
He came off as a star tonight, bro. Like, he came off as just the way he handled with the crowd. Most other new guys, like, if this was Theory, he would have done the stay quiet while the people were talking and look kind of nervous. Grayson Waller just kept talking. I was like, dude, this guy's great. He just does not care. And it's not like Grayson Waller has experience with these type of crowds. His most experience is like with NXT people. And the NXT crowds aren't really like that crazy too. So listen, I'm going to tweet this out.
Just good luck with your fucking rate, shit exceeding whatever the fuck that Twitter rate limit exceed, whatever that bullshit. Twitter's so broke today. But listen, the Finn Priest story is interesting, but I don't want to see dissension in the Judgment Day. I like the Judgment Day as a quartet. I like them all together. I don't want to see no breaking up or anything like that. I hate the direction if that's the case. Yeah, it's interesting, but I like the Judgment Day and want to keep them all together.
Yeah, no, me too. That's the one thing. Judgment Day is good together. Why does WWE do this? They have this need to have drama in their factions. Like here's the thing. Have drama in your factions when it's year number fucking 3, like the Bloodline. Not when it's year number 2. Like we barely started with the Judgment. They finally found their stride. They're having this cool momentum. Why ruin it? By the way, winning toast to you, Seth Rollins, sponsored by Bud Light, the official beer of the WWE. Bud Light, the official winning toast. Love me some Bud Light. Anyways, time for this depressing tag team match. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Fat boy Solo Sikoa couldn't fucking help Roman Reigns. Supposed to help him solve problems. He seemed like more of a headache than anything else in this match. Taking on those money-hungry, hand-eating Usos. You know what? It was, as Triple H would say, cinema. As the kids would say, cinema. This match is not going to blow your socks off in terms of work rate, moves, or anything like that. This match was pure storytelling. It was a storytelling level match. It's a match that if you follow this storyline from beginning to end, it had a great payoff. I shouldn't love this spot, but I did. I loved the double stack kick out. I thought that was the coolest scene of the whole match. I thought all 4 men did what they needed to do. I am just upset that my tribal chief ate a pinfall because now I'm worried that my tribal chief, because I'm Wise Man Mini. I'm the mini Wise Man. I know how my tribal chief thinks. I just think my tribal chief is going to be more desperate now. I think he's going to make mistakes, and I think it might be time where, I don't want to say it, but he might lose the WWE Universal Championship soon because he's going to make these mistakes as a character. He's going to lose his cool, and he's going to lose, and we're going to have a break as the tribal chief as world champion. I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want Roman Reigns to not be world champion right now. The match was great. The match was great for what it was. I just hated the ending. I hated that the ref did not see that Roman got low blowed. Fucking ridiculous.
Oh
Cheating
my!
ass Usos.
Oh
And
my!
then so and then Solo Sikoa, this idiot. Why are you jumping through a table? This is why you gotta listen to the tribal chief. Just stay in control. You're acting like a punk going, "Ugh," and then jumping through a table like a goof. Like, this is on you, Solo Sikoa, not on my tribal chief. My tribal chief was in the middle of the ring. He was in the middle of war, and he was fighting through it. You, Solo Gukua, was fucking doing goopy shit, and you cost our team to win. Cost the winning team to win. Now, Romeo, as you know, I got hacked. Got hacked in the prediction contest.
Oh,
Apparently, I may have chosen Jey Uso to win. And that may have got me first place. I'm not sure, but man, they did a good. I mean, it's sad too. Like I'm just saying this, man. Roman Reigns getting pinned by Jey fucking Uso, man. And you know what? This is a depressing time, so no celebrating Bud Light. We have Budweiser here to talk about depressing moments, like when they show all the puppies and their fucking commercials, and it's like all depressing and stuff. I'm here to talk about depressing moment. Like, bro, Triple H, what the fuck are you doing, dog? We all know if this was like an Evolution Civil War, you would have been like to Vince backstage. Hey Vince, I'm not getting pinned by Randy or Dave. That makes no sense. Why would I get pinned before the world title match? That's silly. Have Rick take the ball, man. Have Rick take the ball. Like, come on, Roman. Like, I thought you had more pull than this. Like, tell Triple H, I ain't getting pinned till SummerSlam, man. Like, you taking a pinfall to a tag team. Oh my god. And now Roman Reigns, the last two people to pin him. One guy's in NXT, and he had to go back to his NXT gimmick to get over. And the other guy is Jey fucking Uso. Romeo, I know you love this match more than me. I'm just gonna drink.
I loved
Give
it.
me your thoughts.
Cinema, as the kids say in the streets. Beautiful storytelling, great pacing. Along with the stacked pin spot, I really loved the Usos double spear spot. I thought that was cool.
That was sick. Yeah.
Yeah. You listen. I chose Roman and Solo to win, thinking the Usos have had the upper hand too many weeks in a row, but they got me. They fooled me again. They're fooling me multiple times with this angle. And when you think about it in retrospect, it kind of makes sense. The Usos, this is their domain. They're one of the greatest tag teams ever. This is not Roman's domain. So I think if you're a Roman fan, I think you feel confident at SummerSlam because that's going to be Roman's domain, the singles world. And Jey Uso is not going to be able to overcome that. Roman will win that, so rest easy. Yes, he got pinned. It's okay.
No, I'm afraid, man, because we have those two assholes in Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens who can't mind their own business. They'll try to get involved in the match.
They minded their own business tonight.
No, they will not. Like, I feel like it's going to take a whole army to take down my tribal chief. And like I said, I know my tribal chief, Romeo. I'm Wise Man Jr. I know how he acts. He's going to overcompensate for this loss. He's going to overthink. He's going to be overcritical. And he's going to cost himself the world title. I believe that is going to happen.
Cody's going to be the guy. It's going to be Cody at WrestleMania.
We don't
saving it for Cody.
No Cody. No one wants
Cody. He admitted it. He admitted in the press conference that his story is that title, Roman, not the World Heavyweight Championship. That's
it's funny too. My best friend, he didn't realize Seth had like a world title. Like, he doesn't watch wrestling like regularly. So we watched the press conference and he saw Seth put the world title down. He goes, "Wait, is that the new world title?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's Seth's world title." And he goes, "Oh my god, that looks like a mid-card title if I've ever seen one." And I was like, "What'd you think of Roman's title?" And he goes, "That looks like the world title." And I was like, it's kind of alarming when someone who keeps up but doesn't really watch on a weekly basis, he sees that belt and he says, "Yeah, that's a mid-card title." Oh, but Romeo, you would love this guy. He's the biggest Charlotte Flair fan. And so,
all right,
we had a moment during the whole Money in the Bank women's match. We talked about how great it would have been if Charlotte was in it, like, what Charlotte would have done in the match and stuff. Oh,
she would have handcuffed too. It would have handcuffed 3 horsewomen.
Would have loved that, but yeah, no, I would have. Yeah, I love Charlotte. She's hot. But we talked when he saw Rhea's belt, and he didn't realize Steph also had the same belt design. He goes, "Oh my god, if that belt's not designed for Charlotte Flair, who the fuck is it designed for?"
He is gonna get it one day. That's gonna be number 16. Watch, we wait and see.
I hope it is, and once it is number 16, I'll buy that belt because I'll buy a belt that represents my favorite wrestlers, and Charlotte Flair is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So, guys, if you have any questions, please send it to us. We're going to just give our final thoughts on Money in the Bank, and then you guys can ask any wrestling or whatever related questions you may have. And we're finishing until I finish all these beers. I have like 3.5 beers I need to finish. I guess I'll do this because I've been doing it for everyone else. I don't want to be biased or be called impartial and get fired like all these ESPN analysts. But winning toast Bud Light to you, the Usos. Man, Bud Light. I love this drink, Romeo. It's the official drink of the WWE.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Romeo, what were your thoughts on Money in the Bank? What would you give this show? I don't know. Like, I don't know what your rating scale is, but on the Romeo rating scale, however you rate shows, what would you give it, and what were your final overall thoughts?
Final overall thoughts is that I enjoyed a lot of it. Specifically the main event, both Money in the Bank matches. The crowd was on fire, outstanding. They 100% deserve a WrestleMania. My complaints are the length of some of these matches that could have been a lot better, specifically Gunther and Riddle, and Seth and Finn, which I had high hopes for both, and they felt like Raw title matches, so that's not good. I understand you have the Money in the Bank ladder matches you got to put time to, the main event, obviously, but who cares? I mean, just make those matches longer, please. I'm fine. The John Cena segment I did not need at all, whatsoever. I understand the crowd loved it. They don't ever see John Cena, but yeah.
I mean, if it led to Cena having a match, I would have liked it a little bit better,
And also the women's tag is just, I don't know what we're doing there. So,
if you're gonna have like a women's match, I would have taken Asuka and Charlotte because at least Bianca returning would have been fun at this crowd,
I'll say that the stuff that I liked outweighs the stuff that I didn't like. So for that, it's in the 8 tier, 8 out of 10, somewhere around there. Let's say an 8.3.
All right. Well, my rating, I'm going with the good old Bret Hart, 4 out of 10. I've seen this all before. Bullshit. I'm being honest when I say this. I really did not like this show that much. The main event's good to watch if you take my Roman bias aside. And look, this comes with full bias. I don't give a fuck. This is my super honest review. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and stuff. If you guys like the show, that's fine. I just personally felt that this show didn't accomplish as much as a lot of people think. And I just think that this show is more for the London crowd than it really was for the overall landscape of the WWE. That as Triple H would say. I just feel like it was good for the London fans to have this crowd. The crowd was awesome. They were the MVPs of the show. They had a great time. It makes me want to go back to just figure out what the fuck they were chanting. Like, I don't know.
I want to be a part of that. I would love to be a part of that live.
Yes, 100. It makes me want to go, and this makes me even more excited for the Wembley show for AEW All In. I want to know how that crowd is, man. If freaking WWE's O2 crowd
stand
was just
up
raucous.
If you hate QT, stand up. If you hate
QT. Yeah. It's gonna be good, man. Oh man, I can't wait. But for me, actually, it's not a 4 out of 10. I would say this is a 5.5 out of 10 show. It has some good matches, but man, a lot of these matches, like you said, TV matches, your world title match, but like a TV match. 2 of your other featured matches felt like TV matches. I think Dominik and Cody was one of the triple main events of tonight, right? Am I wrong in that?
Event, which neither ladder match was a part of that main event, but delivered like main events.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's
Cody Dominik. Yes, if you watch it on mute, it's like a TV match, but with the volume on, that crowd made it feel important, even for 8 minutes.
No, that's what I'm saying. The crowd killed it. It's just like the matches. I'm not going to sit there and be like, man, I got to go back and watch this match for the quality. It's kind of just like you're going back to hear what the crowd was chanting.
Yeah.
So for me, the crowd was the MVP. The main event for me was easily the match of the night, even though I hated the result. It was easily the match of the night for me. And then the women's Money in the Bank would be like second in the match of the night category. But I just feel that this pay-per-view, it's mostly forgettable, except for like who won Money in the Bank and who won in the main event. Everything else, I'm not going to remember for you. I'm not going to be like, man, remember when Cody beat Dom? I ain't going to remember that.
I thought the women killed it. Way better than last year. And that finish was outstanding. Great finish.
My friend Alyssa, how are you doing? You hate Cody Rhodes. Don't like him to be superhero. You don't like his beautiful neck.
I like your profile picture, Alyssa. I do.
What is it?
It's got Cody with the championship and the logo in the back. It's all Cody.
Oh, that's horrible. Nope, it's horrible.
Listen, I think both. I thought both Money in the Bank matches were really good. I don't think they're unforgettable. And I think the main event is like unforgettable as well. So I could watch back those.
Which pay-per-view was better, Forbidden Door 2 or Money in the Bank? No, that's
Forbidden Door 2. Well, Forbidden Door 2 has one of the greatest matches of all time, in my opinion. But it's for me. It's a good 2 weekends of wrestling. Like, I'm not complaining. I had fun with both shows.
Yeah. You know? Chris Leclerc, 9 out of 10.
Wow, ALW, even with Bayley losing, Bayley's his favorite.
Oh, really? Well, technically she won. Remember at the press conference, the
sharing it. You're right. You're right. Well, she didn't sound like a winner, but she's saying she's a winner. We're gonna do the Christian Luchasaurus thing.
Well, Christian won the TNT title. I don't know what you're talking about. He's the TNT champion. Stefan gives this a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Chris Leclerc says, Chase, quit complaining. No, it's my review. I can complain if I want
super, to. 100% super honest review.
If you guys want to look, when I'm drunk,
you should have put 1,000
honest review.
1,000.
Oh, fuck. I would have been pissed. No. This shirt actually got a lot of compliments today. I had some people not know what this is from, and then only one person knew it was a Roman Reigns shirt. I wore this today, and one person said, "Oh yeah, Roman Reigns, we the ones," and I threw the ones up. But I got a lot of compliments on this shirt. People were like, "Oh, keep it 1,000." I was like,
"Oh, that's not I was like, means." That's not even the right phrase.
Yeah, it's a good
100.
I know. I was like, what is these white people doing? Man. All right, let's see what questions we have. Roman Reigns Tribal Chief runs a gauntlet versus Goku, Thor, Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, and Batman with prep time. Well, Roman Reigns needs a rep bump in there. I think he loses. He beats. He needs a rep bump at least. I don't know. Roman ain't gonna win against all these guys. Like, let's be real. He ain't that overpowered. Now, if this was wreck everyone and leave Roman, like, smash him and stack him, Roman, maybe. Not this Roman.
If he had the whole bloodline united, he'd have a chance. He does not.
Yeah, if he had the whole bloodline united, he gets the Thanos at least with the Infinity Gauntlet. A couple rep bumps in there too,
Yeah.
ALW gives the women his match of the night. By the way, guys, ask any question. I want questions. I want you guys to ask anything. I said Bayley or Io Sky would win, and both of them won. So I give it 8 out of 10. Main event put me to sleep. Not gonna lie. Oh no, Chief, what?
That's ridiculous.
Damn, Chase drawing numbers. We almost at 20. Look, guys, it's a drunk review and stuff. Look, Steve, this is why you trust in your boy Chase. If I want to do a drunk review, I do a drunk review and stuff. That's how we do it.
It's because, people want to hear a super honest review instead of just a regular review.
Yeah, super honest. I give it a 5.5 out of 10. Everyone else is going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think I would be lower than what SP3 would give this show, in my personal opinion.
What's lower?
I got 5.5. I don't think he's going to give it a 5.
He's giving that higher, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So this is an honest review for me. I'm giving you guys like the review you need to hear.
Well, I gave an honest
review that. Sure, Romeo. Okay, Romeo Pritchard. Whatever you say, Romeo. If you guys need me to be on to cope for Roman Reigns, just let me know. I feel like my tribal chief needs someone to protect him. I feel you guys are going to bully
I can
him
protect him
tomorrow.
just fine. What I tell you?
Yeah.
I told you he's gonna get his win back at SummerSlam.
No,
That's gonna
he's
be
going to
his
over.
ring, 1-on-1. That's
Yeah.
his arena.
The women's match is Rhea versus Natalia. The great rematch from Crown Jewel where Rhea squashed Natalia in 2 minutes.
We want to talk about losers getting title shots. Forget Drew McIntyre. How about Natalia?
Thoughts on Conor McGregor on the Ultimate Fighter these days? Oh man, I don't have enough alcohol for that.
I think I stopped watching. His team is awful. They haven't won a single thing.
All these prospects are horrible. Horrible. Conor does not care about his team. Dude, I showed Romeo the night and day difference. Conor, like when he loses, but oh man, like oh shucks. To the last time I was Ultimate Fighter. Oh my fucking god, how did you lose this, mate? You shouldn't have lost that fight. You had a fucking won and you fucking lost. He was all upset about that. Yeah, I know. Conor, and also too, I don't know, Romeo, if from the few episodes you watch, Conor's just absent. He's not even there. It's mostly Michael Chandler bitching that he's not there. Like, where's Conor?
Conor's just there for the fight.
Yeah, exactly.
And the drink. Whenever they do some drinking.
Do we need to see Gunther versus Roman Reigns?
Yes, we do need to see it.
That'd be a fun match. Yeah.
It's just not anytime soon. That'll be the Roman face turn. Well after the Bloodline story's done.
He's already a baby face. He's helping his fucking cousins get main events. No, in everyone's eyes, he's a baby face. Did Chase see the new story mode for Ultimate Ninja Storm connections for Naruto? My brother told me about it. Seems interesting. I'll watch the video later, though. Oh my god. Can Naruto's Talk No Jutsu work on Roman Reigns? No. Because Roman Reigns has better Talk No Jutsu. He convinced his cousins, to fall in line for 3 years. What are we talking about here? Come on.
Oh, I don't know. He's speaking alien language to me.
So Talk No Jutsu, like Romeo. So in Naruto, you know how Dragon Ball, they solved their issues with fighting? In Naruto, a lot of their issues get solved because Naruto talks to them. So he doesn't even fight them. He just goes, why are you such a bad guy? And the guy goes, I don't know. And then Naruto will be like, you shouldn't be a bad guy. And then the guy will be like, you're right.
Wow.
Very anticlimactic.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like Steve's Beans. Yeah, I'm happy for
Steve
you. Pretty much. No, I think the Wembley crowd's gonna be fucking awesome for All In. I think they're gonna kill it with the what's it called? Yeah, I think that would kill it for sure.
Now that's all nice and dandy until the WWE comes stomping around for WrestleMania 2 nights and they destroy AEW's Wembley Stadium record because they'll just add both nights of attendance together.
Well, also too, I'm going to be dead honest with this. I think they would sell out both nights easier because they don't do WrestleMania every year in London. It's not like America. It's over there.
Yeah, AEW sold an easy 60 to 70K. Yeah, WWE is going to do it easy too.
Sell out. Oh, they're going to sell the whole arena for both nights easy.
Yes.
What would Chase's car for UFC 300 be? What fucking UFC are we at now? 290 or some bullshit? So 300.
I think that's like 6 away, isn't it?
Damn, it is. Okay. If you can, probably Islam versus Volkanovski 2. That would be a good main event. It has 2 of the best
away,
pound for pound fight. 10 away?
You got it right.
Yeah, still.
Elon versus what's his face, Zuck. And,
that's my third fight on the card for sure. Elon versus Zuck. John Jones versus Francis, PFL world title versus UFC world title. That'd be good. Get John Jones and Francis Ngannou fighting for sure. That'd be a fun one. And then what else would be a fun fight? I just need a fun fucking fight. Give me Michael Chandler and Poirier too. I want to see those boys fight again. Chandler was kicking Poirier's ass most of that fight before he got gassed. And I think it will be a fun fight just in general again. Sugar Sean O'Malley has to be on the card. Maybe Nate Diaz and Connor 3. That would be like the opener. That would be like the featured opener. Both are washed. Nate Diaz probably already got knocked out by fucking Jake Paul at this point. And then freaking Connor is washed. So, yeah, why not open up the card strong? Have Connor and Nate kick off the pay-per-view so people could be on the seats.
Need Hamzat.
Thoughts on Triple C getting injured. So did you hear how Henry Cejudo got injured, Romeo?
Yeah.
So he injured his shoulder doing a fight breakdown. So he was doing a fight breakdown video and he was moving his arms too much and he popped his shoulder doing a fight breakdown.
This fucking clown, bro. And I actually took him seriously coming back. Boy, oh boy.
I mean, it was going to be an easy fight against Cheeto Vera because Cheeto Vera, that dude loves to take his time before turning it on. I asked earlier, what are they doing with Dom? They push him on TV like a star, but all he does is lose or win with lots of help. Well, he's a heel, so he's supposed to win with lots of help. And he's also a heel, so he's supposed to lose and keep the babyface over. So they're kind of doing the right things with Dom because Dom is not really a heel that is going for any titles. He is just there to help people stay over or keep himself over. So I think they're doing the right things with him at ALW, in my personal opinion, because you're not planning Dom Mysterio to be a mid-card champion anytime soon or even like a lower tier champion.
He's the fall guy for Judgment Day, and he had zero business beating Cody Rhodes in the first place. Anybody who thought he was going to was insane.
Yeah,
even with Brock help, it's not happening.
Yeah, I don't think people understand this. This is how I know none of y'all watched the Cena era with Cody. Cody's in this Super Cena territory. He ain't losing like that. He ain't losing. He'll lose to, the top heels, but he ain't losing to Dominik Mysterio. Cena didn't even lose to people with like Big Show and all these motherfuckers trying to cost him. He would be like, LOL, Cena wins. We're in the LOL Cody wins era. So you just got to remember that.
He's the first guy in the press conference. Cody Rhodes.
This tough season is not good. Yeah, because Connor's not there. Is the odd couple MJF Adam Cole theme necessary? Romeo, what are your thoughts? I want to hear your thoughts first on this one.
I think, first of all, it's that stupid can they coexist garbage, which most fans hate. So that's why some do not like it. But I think both of them are doing their parts very well. MJF is very entertaining at this stuff. The whole tournament, though, that's unnecessary. The blind tag team tournament, that's unnecessary. Especially when you have two tournaments going on already, both Owen Harts.
I like the idea of the blind man bluff tournament.
I do. I like the idea. It's not necessary right now.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't like when it's happening. But because Tony Khan does not know how to book like week to week, he books until like the next pay-per-view. This tournament is the only way that he can prolong MJF and Adam Cole to All Out because that's what he wants at All Out. So at All In, it most likely will be MJF and Adam Cole versus FTR. And a lot of people will be like, oh, that's not the match I want to see. Well, too fucking bad because that's probably the match you're going to get. And then All Out will be MJF versus Adam Cole for the world title. I wouldn't be surprised if they did win the tag titles because Tony Khan likes to do weird things. But yeah,
I
this
think
is
the
a
whole
way
thing is
for
a conspiracy. Go ahead, continue.
Mm-hmm. No, I just think it's just Tony Khan just doesn't know how to book like with these huge gaps in between his pay-per-views. That's it. We saw with the 4 pillars. He was stubborn with it we knew it was going to happen. And it was like, we took 2 months just to announce a fucking match. Like, bro, we know this match is going to happen. Like, come on, just do it.
Yeah, like he took all the New Japan toys away from Tony, and I was like, fuck, I'm not going to go back to my guys. But I think it's all a conspiracy. I think this is all Will Washington's idea just to bring back Swerve and Keith Lee because I'm sure he didn't want them to ever break up in the first place. So I think it's a conspiracy just for that.
They shouldn't have broke up in the first place. Thoughts on Dana White's new show, The Slap Fight Championship? Well, it's on that one website we don't want to mention because we don't want to get in trouble by YouTube. But it's called Royal Rumble, so you can check that out if you want to watch it there. It's all right. It doesn't do. I don't care for Slap Fight that much, so
I gave up on it because the rules are ridiculous. You could get away with so much, and there's no consequence.
Yeah, and then people are cheating with the boots they wear, the shoes they wear. I think it's cheating. How should Conor McGregor end his career? Just fighting Nate Diaz. Just fight Nate Diaz, end your fucking career. That's it.
In
Just give us
WWE.
Nate 3. Conor, the thing with Conor, he would do well in WWE. You just have to censor him a bit so he doesn't fucking curse all the time. Yeah, MJF called Adam Cole when he was streaming on Twitch. Yeah, I saw that. He was like, oh, so you're streaming? What are you doing? Are you playing video games like a nerd?
I did not see this. I try to look it up, and my rate limit is exceeded.
Oh, your rate limit's exceeded. Damn, you're too much on Twitter, bro. You gotta take it down. Romeo, does this make you want to buy Twitter Blue so you can have more?
No, you know what it wants. You know what it makes me want to do? It makes me want to see the guy who banned me on Facebook kick his ass. Both of these guys have it out for me. I don't know why. I want to.
I feel like we need to move the group chat to Facebook again or something. I don't know. We can't talk to each other.
Thankfully, we can still chat. I just can't. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, we can still chat. That's good. Chase, are we gonna get Nate Diaz getting slept? His sparring looks rough. Oh yeah, Nate looks horrible, bro. Like, Nate's smaller than Jake. Jake is gonna knock him out. It's gonna be this worst knockout of my life. I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm not even gonna give up Bud Light toast. I'm just gonna drink this bullshit for this. That's coming up, Romeo. Nate Diaz versus Jake Paul. How excited are you for that?
When's that? September?
No, next month, August.
Oh, I'll watch.
All right, let's see. This is a nerd question, Romeo. Could Naruto's talk no jutsu work on Frieza? No, Frieza's an evil piece of shit. Nothing works on that motherfucker. More star potential, Hamzat or Sugar Sean O'Malley? Honestly, probably Sean O'Malley because he can speak English. Hamzat's like more of a mythical figure. He beats people up, but really, to be honest, he doesn't fight as much as Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley has a podcast. He talks. He's somewhat entertaining. He has crazy hair. I think he has more star potential. Romeo, you're
I'm going the opposite
when it comes to UFC. Yo, Hamzat?
Yes, because that heel promo he cut one time. Oh man, yeah. It seems so evil. And Sean O'Malley, man, I think he could be beat. He already lost a fight, like where he got, he didn't want to acknowledge that he lost that fight. Make excuses.
I love how he doesn't acknowledge it. It
doesn't count.
Yeah, I love it though. The way he does it is hilarious. Will the MCU be great again? Depends on what you consider great. I think the MCU is just in a rough spot because they're trying to figure out who are the next faces before they get the next Avengers movie. I'm not going to judge this really too hard until I see what Fantastic Four is all about. Once I see Fantastic Four, then I'll tell you how I feel about MCU. But until then, X-Men's going to be way later down the road. So,
but still,
yeah, we ain't going to see that. Yeah, I think, and then also too, Deadpool. I think Deadpool comes out next year, and that's going to be more MCU canon. So, I get it. MCU is kind of disappointing right now. That's fine if you don't like it, but you got to understand, and especially Yagan King, you got to understand, we have not seen fucking Fantastic Four yet. So sit there and say to yourself, we have not seen Fantastic Four yet. Let's see how that does before I shit on the MCU, because Fantastic Four starts this whole secret invasion stuff. Or not secret.
We're kind of going through B-level
whatever they're doing. Yeah, and I get it. It's not the best movies, but you got to understand, Yagan King. You're judging the MCU right now because yes, it was great before, but you got to sit there and you got to sit to yourself and you got to think, well, Fantastic Four hasn't happened yet, and I don't know how that's gonna. Because Doctor Doom most likely and Galactus, they're going to be the two main villains. So wait till Fantastic Four. Yeah, Doctor Doom is the most powerful villain in Marvel.
They got to figure out what's going on with Kang. You got to figure out what's going on.
He has to beat his court cases.
Yeah,
he has to beat his court cases. Honest thoughts on Canelo versus Charlo. Canelo's such a bum. I don't give a fuck. No, he's fighting the smaller Charlo. That fucking bitch. Are we getting Cody versus Brock 3? I sure hope not. You
Why do
know
you
who
hope
hopes
not?
they do? Brock Lesnar's bank account. Yeah, we're getting that match for sure.
SummerSlam, absolutely. And
Mhm.
Cody's winning. This will be Brock putting him
Took
over.
it.
Clean. What kind of match should it be, though? It needs a stip. Anything goes.
Man,
Detroit street fight.
well, you're talking about like the farm, maybe a country farm match or something like
No.
that,
That's how
or
Cody gets
maybe
Brock out of hiding and gets him pissed off.
no, that's what I'm saying. That's what the match is, a country farm street fight or whatever it's called, like a country street fight. Yeah,
They got farms in Detroit.
yeah, because it'll compromise. Cody wants, like the bull rope, but Brock probably doesn't want the bull rope or the dog collar. So then it's just like, okay, well, we can have
Imagine
a
a
bull
dog
rope.
collar with Brock Lesnar. Oh my god!
I don't
You're gonna
think
put a
Brock
collar on a
wants it.
beast.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking great.
I could
That would
see
be
a
good. Bull rope would be good actually. I think the stipulation, maybe a cage match or something like that, or
No,
Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell. Yes, I could see that because Triple H does want to bring that to just pay-per-views instead of the pay-per-view itself,
Mm-hmm.
and that fits. But that would,
Yeah, and then
I mean,
Big Mike would be happy he gets a Hell in a Cell match live.
yeah, I could see that. 'Cause I don't think they're gonna do that for Jay and Roman. They've already done that.
Uso so better than Young Bucks. Never got Young Bucks due notice since Finn Austin run Bloodline standout trouble. Thanks, Alyssa. You think AEW should have a pay-per-view every month? No, I don't think they should. I just think Tony Khan should book his shows. I just think he should book his shows better. That's it. Like, they don't need a pay-per-view every month. Tony Khan just needs to stop booking from pay-per-view to pay-per-view. That's it. That's all I'm asking. It's not hard.
Here's a way where I could see that. If
Mm-hmm.
if it was on the streaming service,
The Max.
you still kept your whatever big 4 or 5, I guess they have. You charge for those, but the streaming service gets like pay-per-view every other month. I don't know,
or like a special event type
something
of
like
show,
that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, like Battle of the Belts or whatever.
Yeah, and maybe they're even brand specific, like Dynamite, Collision. I don't know.
Thoughts on Dame Dollar finally wanted to leave
Oh,
Portland.
I thought they said Top Dollar.
He couldn't. Portland would just gladly trade him. They would say, "Yeah, I think WWE wants to trade him." I think WWE's like, "Wait, we signed this guy and he stinks."
It sounds very specific. He wants Miami or nothing.
Or Brooklyn. Brooklyn's like the consolation because
I saw a report that it's just Miami.
With what assets do Miami have? They lost Gabe Vincent to the Lakers. They just traded Max Strus in a sign and trade. They don't have any assets. What
Tyler Hero and any picks they have. That's it. And Portland just gonna have to settle for that.
Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, some draft picks.
But Dame doesn't even have a no trade clause. They could do whatever they want.
But you know what's funny too? They signed Jeremy Grant for what? Why we signed Jeremy Grant then? For all this money. So that way he can.
And that was one of Dame's wishes. I want him back.
Yeah.
He secured the bag for his boy. And I was like, I want out.
Like,
it's funny. It's admirable.
Dame in Miami will be great. It would help the Heat a lot. The Heat are a good roster. They're a playoff contender. They just got to be wary because I think the Celtics did get better with that Porzingis trade. I think the Celtics are the best team in the East after that Porzingis trade, and then it goes to Sixers, and then it goes to Miami Heat. But the problem is you're thinning out your rotation, Miami, by trading for Dame Lillard, and you lost 2 key rotational players in Strus and Vincent. And you don't really have a replacement for those guys.
And they're trying to do it without giving up Caleb Martin too. They don't want to give him up,
which is not going to be possible. You got to give up Martin. He's probably one of the more other valuable assets. And if not, Martin will probably get traded because you might have to add a third team to this just for the shit to work out.
Yeah,
So
the Heat will run into the same problem that the Suns have now,
mhm.
which is you got your stars, but what else do you got? Where's your
Yeah, and
depth?
then you're gonna have to rely on Kata beats Diop and Josh and Koji to fucking do shit for you, and
Kyle
that's not a
Lowry.
winning formula. I mean, here's the thing with Dame. Good for him. Glad he wants to get out, but I just think the asking price will be too high, and I think the teams he wants to go to are just unrealistic. If he was just down to go to whatever team, Orlando, they have two great swing guys in Wagner and Bonchero. They have assets that Portland would say, okay, yeah, we would take one of your 4 point guards that you're not going to fucking use. And I think Dame would go good there, but he doesn't want to go there. He wants to go to Miami or Brooklyn.
You know what's a spot I'm surprised stars don't want to go to? That they got you could go to the OKC Thunder and lift them to some playoff success if you're a badass, because they got a nice young squad and they got a ton of draft picks to trade.
And you have fucking Shea, so you already have a great young star to pair up with. You have Shea, and then you can pair up with Shea Gilgeous. I think Dame wants to go to an Eastern Conference team, but it's just like, bro, there's other Eastern Conference teams. Hell, the fucking Raptors, they have assets that they could trade. I don't know. There's other teams. It's just like he's so fixated on
the team with Giannis.
Oh yeah, yeah, and they won't trade Middleton either. So trade Drew Holiday, trade one of these other big goofs that they have. Yeah, be perfect. Should MJF turn face because he is stale?
Hell
I don't
no.
No, he's a natural.
The most entertaining part of AEW every single week. Every week. I love MJF. He's on fire. That's a lot of people crying that they want him to drop the title. I'm not.
Blue Ski, Jake Paul lost hype. Should Jay be the one to we're gonna avoid that question. It's horrible. Sorry, Jack Emerson. Horrible question. Yeah, Solo Sikoa can fight Roman and lose. I need Hamza to fight again. Yeah, we do. We all need him to fight again. Fucking Russia. Honest thoughts on washed Usman. He's not washed. He's not washed. He washed. He barely lost to. He barely lost to Leon Edwards. Like, what are we talking about here?
Come on, show some respect.
He lost one round. He literally was one round away to becoming a 2-time UFC welterweight champion. He most likely will fight whoever's the next top contender. He's not. He's one of the best to ever do it. Let's be realistic here. Come on. Like, here's the thing: when you're washed, you get destroyed. Usman was competitive in that second fight. It wasn't like that second fight, Leon Edwards dominated him. It was a close, competitive fight. I had Usman winning that fight 3 rounds to 2, but I said Edwards could have won, and Edwards did win, and I wasn't upset with it. I just had a different result. It's like, come on, we're not going to wash. That's fucking disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all think WWE is really going to bring WrestleMania to the UK in the next 3 years? Well, let's see.
I think John Cena forced their hand.
40s in Philly.
41 has to
getting
be.
Nashville's getting 43.
Right.
Yeah, I think 42. I think 41 might be Minnesota, because Minnesota's been wanting that WrestleMania for a minute.
What about not Vegas, huh?
No, I think because Vegas, they've been kind of pissed off because remember, tickets were okay for that Money in the Bank show. They had to move from the stadium to
it was Money in the Bank. WrestleMania is a different story.
Well, also too, they're running Money in the Bank against UFC International Fight Week, and it was an Israel Adesanya card. I mean, you're not going to beat that out on a Las Vegas weekend.
Minnesota. Oh, that's
that stadium is beautiful.
That's not a WrestleMania town. Minnesota.
Who's it? Yeah. Well, do you think Philly is? Philly's going to be cool too.
It's not about weather. It's about atmosphere.
Romeo, if my ass goes to Philly, you know I'm going to be out of sorts. I'm going to be like, the fuck is this bullshit?
It ain't that cold in April.
The fuck is this? Warming. Oh. Who's a toxic wrestler who you think you could fix based off their personality and social skills? That's a great question.
Jace could fix anybody. You kidding me? Who's toxic wrestler?
Sammy Guevara, I could fix easily. Give me Sammy. Give him
Okay, I
some
can fix
social
that.
media trick. I would take that challenge. I would be like, Sammy, just keep your mouth shut. Oh man, but I want to film my blog. Yeah, fuck your blog. It's canceled. You're not gonna do your blog. I'm gonna fix you. I think you'll be fine. This guy can be fixed by me. I'll fix Sammy Guevara.
He's not fixing CM Punk. No, he's not gonna listen.
What the fuck you mean, Romeo? I'll fucking listen to you, piece of shit.
I'm trying
I'm
to think
the
of
fucking
other
best in the
toxic
world.
wrestlers. Two I thought of so far. No hope. Alberto Rio, no hope.
Oh yeah, he's lost. And you know me, I think that Real's one of the best wrestlers I've seen. He just sucks as a person.
Name some
right
toxic
back,
wrestlers in the chat. Toxic wrestlers.
Yeah, name some toxic wrestlers. I'll be right back.
No. I don't know who else is toxic. Let me Google toxic wrestlers. Now. You know, it's funny when you write toxic.
Toxic attraction?
when you write toxic in Google, it says the first suggestion is toxic wrestling fans.
Should CM Punk turn heel? Isn't he already a heel? I thought he was. He's a heel to me.
This is a disaster on Collision. You have baby faces running down to make a save, and they're getting fucking booed because CM Punk is nobody wants to cheer for CM Punk. It'll happen soon. It'll happen against Ricky Starks.
CP's the what's it called? Romeo has this great idea where Cody goes to the compound, and Brock Lesnar tries to shoot him with sniper rifles. So sounds like you and Romeo are on the same page.
There you go. Yes, that's how
Texas
Cody has to get Brock out of hiding.
Was it a good thing that WWE added a new world title? What are your thoughts, Romeo? Was it a good thing?
Yes, because they don't have to take the title off of Roman because he's part-time.
What is this part-time bull? He's not part-time, he's full-time.
He returns every other week.
Roman Reigns returns. It's just and like Romeo said to Ariel, if anyone could have my schedule, they would. All right.
The bad idea was Vince's idea in the first place of merging the titles just so he could have his biggest WrestleMania main event of all time. That was the bad idea.
And he listened to Brock and Paul Heyman. You listened to Brock and Paul Heyman too much on that idea. But when it came to the new world title, it's a good idea for merchandising. You get a new belt that people are going to buy. Belt collectors are sick as fuck. I have 2 of them, and I can understand the addiction of wanting more, because a lot of the times when I'm bored at work, I'll search WWE shop and I'll look at the title belts and I'll think, what belt do I want to add?
I'm looking at new belts more and more.
You know, that new gold universal title might have to be added to the collection, Romeo. I might have to add it just because it's Roman Reigns.
Everybody wanted to complain about him so bad, but they look more and more gorgeous by the week.
Honest thoughts on Skip and Shannon splitting. You know, I will say this. I might buy the women's world title just because I like the white strap with that world title belt design. I think it looks better than the black strap. That's just my personal opinion. I think the white strap looks better. But
what about for the other titles? The SmackDown titles? The black strap
I like it with
better?
the black. I like the black strap 100%. It looks way
I like
better.
them all. You know, I can't really decide.
Honest thoughts on Skip and Shannon splitting. Look, Skip, he fucked that one up because he took Shannon too personally a lot of times when he would debate and argue with him. And the thing was like the Tom Brady thing was like so petty by Skip. Why aren't you still playing then? Brady's still like, first of all,
disgusting.
Brady's more protected than Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp was a tight end. Tight ends are not protected. In the NFL, the most protected position is the quarterback position, which, by the way, Tom Brady plays. So, yeah, I don't know what the fuck Skip was talking about.
But I thought Shannon was humble as hell saying his goodbye to Skip. He didn't have to be, but he thanked him for ever even giving him a chance. So in that sense, Shannon handled that with class, and he has every right to leave for the reasons Chase mentioned.
Yeah, well, it sucks that he's taking away all these jobs from ESPN. So
He and Stephen A. are gonna be great.
Tony Khan's booking sheet looks more complicated. Yeah, it's how he booked the AEW video game. Why do elite fanboys hate Punk even though he's a better talent than all of them? That's a very tough question.
I think CM Punk fans are overrating the current CM Punk. Not the same guy he used to be.
I'm not an elite fan, so I wouldn't know.
He's
how long?
He's great on the mic though.
Caden, see this Budweiser. Whenever I finish it, and then if I'm still willing to answer questions, that's how long we go.
Oh, you got reds and blues.
Red, white, yeah, blue. I have. Yeah, this is the. These are not even released yet. My best friend, he works for Anheuser-Busch, so he gives me these limited edition cans all the time. So.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. These taste better than regular Budweiser and stuff because they're straight from the line. So it's really fucking good, dude.
Oh.
It tastes different. Is Jay Cargo Prego or something? Where she been since the L? This is AEW booking, CPZ. They lose and they disappear for a little bit. That's what they do.
Let me tell you, son. I miss her already. This Statlander thing is not doing it for me so far.
Oh, Statlander. She's so piss poor. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Like, I don't see the hype. She's hot, but I don't see the hype.
I like her, but I miss Jade.
I'm kind of bummed, Frantic World. My Timberwolves. I think he would have been the perfect piece of shit on my team. Except we signed who we signed? Troy Brown.
You signed fucking names that I can't fucking remember.
Troy Brown, Shake Milton.
That Dylan Brooks deal was crazy. 4 for $80. Crazy. I know the Rockets don't have to pay anybody, but still. Yeah, they have this new floor in the NBA where you have to spend a certain amount of money at least.
Yeah, so because who else they overpaid? Fred VanVleet, they paid him like a good amount too.
Max, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, so yeah. Which the worst contract of the free agency? I don't give a fuck. Desmond Bain for $207 million. I'm sorry. What world is Desmond Bain worth $207 fucking million? Like, he's a fine player. I'm not trying to say Desmond Bain's trash. It's just like Desmond Bain is not a player you pay $207 million towards. Like,
this is the NBA now. You got to pay your stars that you have, your stars, or else they're gone.
Like Tyrese Halliburton, that makes sense because he's your franchise point guard. You want him to have it, and if he doesn't work out for your team, other teams will trade for Tyrese Halliburton. I don't see any team like being like, yeah, we'll trade for Desmond Bain. We'll help you get off this horror.
I
Desmond
like Bain.
He's kind of.
I don't like him crazy, but I understand what Memphis is doing.
Yeah, no, I think I actually like what Memphis is actually doing overall of the offseason. They added Smart, they added Rhodes, they have Bain back, which is part of their thing, and I think they're missing just one other big. I think Memphis will be the only team that can really challenge the Nuggets for that first seed in the West next year. Let's see. Caden, I thought you requested your release. Why? Better movie, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse or Spider-Man No Way Home? Did you see Across the Spider-Verse?
Are those the two animated ones? No.
Yeah. Across the Spider-Verse.
No Way Home isn't animated, right?
No, No Way Home is the regular one with Tobey Maguire.
I can't tell you about the animated ones. I haven't seen them.
No Way Home is just how WWE books today. A bunch of plot. That's all No Way Home. I'm sorry. No Way Home is such a flawed movie. I don't give a fuck.
Flawed movie?
I like it. Yeah.
Flawed. Wait, yeah, that's the one. Flawed. That's the one with all the Spider-Mans, right?
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
I'm just loved it. It's fan service. It's fan service.
Yeah, it's WWE. Yeah, it's just
they don't give you fan service. Fan service would have been LA Knight winning.
No. It's WWE. Like, fuck, we don't know how to book these new guys. Let's bring Goldberg and Brock Lesnar back real quick, and it'll help you out. Here's Garfield and Tobey Maguire. Shut up.
It's got such a sad ending, man. This guy, nobody remembers. Oh man.
Yeah, I chose Zendaya because she knows all. She's Zendaya. She'll remember it all.
Now she's getting
By the way,
clawed by
Tom
two
Holland.
guys in a tennis movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tom Holland. How you allowing that bullshit? Come on, man, the fuck up. Is Arizona for real in the NL West? Giants in third, three back. It's true. Here's the thing, ALW. Even in baseball, it's still too fucking early to call these teams. Like the only teams that I'm confident about are the Braves.
Yes.
I'm not even confident about the Rays. I think the Braves, top to bottom, best team in baseball. I know the Rays have a better record, but the Braves are just a little bit more. But the thing with baseball, ALW, I feel like mid-July, that's when you see the playoff teams. You don't see them now. Like you're talking about Arizona being for real in the NL West. Dude, they're gonna fall off. They have a bunch
No, I
of
think
young
they'll make the
prospects.
playoffs, but
No,
yeah,
but I'm saying for real. That's what I'm
yeah,
trying
the
to say. The
Braves,
NL
the
West.
Braves.
No, I'm saying the NL West, you still got the Dodgers, you still got the fucking your Giants ALW, and you got the fucking Padres. I know the Padres have been disappointing, but if they fix their bat situation, oh, the Padres will be scary. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's too early to baseball is one of those weird sports. Like you gotta wait later in the season to know who's who, you know. Roman will smash Jay at SummerSlam. You guys are giving me too much hope.
He will.
Should Logan Paul win a championship at some point, or he's someone that doesn't have to win a title to get over? No, he should win a mid-card title for sure. You'd be foolish not to give him an IC or US belt.
It should be between the seasons of Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, because that's probably when you'll have him the most.
Mm-hmm. Our guys have problems. Twitter reaches limit. Elon Musk. Yeah, Romeo
Yeah.
did. Maybe Alyssa,
Well,
you
I
should
hope he
buy
gets his
Twitter
ass
Blue.
kicked.
Any hope on Jim Cornette for giving Vince Russo in the Elite? Man, you have better hope than anyone else. Romeo, some people name some toxic wrestlers for you. Andrade.
Okay.
I don't think
Oh, I
Andrade's
can.
toxic.
Oh, he's not toxic. But
He's
yeah,
just
I can fix him.
misunderstood.
We're both LWO. We're Latino.
Caden said Hulk Hogan.
What is there to fix
He's not
there?
active. He's not active. Oh, Miro's pretty toxic.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, he stayed at home until Tony Khan figured out a way to book him.
Now he's getting booked seriously.
He was like, yeah, now he's beating up jobbers again and doing the same shit he was doing like 2 years ago. Good for you,
Miro
Miro.
should be taken
Idiot.
seriously.
Would AEW Collision get better ratings if they aired on an other day than on Saturday nights? Yeah, but
Easily.
they're gonna air on Saturday nights because that's what TNT wants. I'm about to use Instagram more and Reddit. This Twitter BS is stupid. Reddit's very cool.
Instagram's for pictures. You can't compare that to Twitter.
Thoughts on this Goku and Gohan and Cell booking with the Charlo brothers? I hate it, dude. So Romeo, I know you're not really familiar with the Charlo brothers, but Canelo is fighting the smaller Charlo brother, not the bigger Charlo brother first. And if he beats
like
the
Logan
smaller
Paul?
one, yes, he's
Instead of
fighting
Jake?
the Logan Paul instead of Jake. Yes, that's pretty much how they describe it. It's fucking ridiculous. Did you like Skip and Stephen A. Romeo as
I
a debate
love
team?
them.
Did you like them?
Love them. They're no Mike and the Mad Dog, but I love them.
Dude, Skip and Stephen A. I used to watch First Take religiously. I would wake up because keep in mind First Take would start at like 7 my time. I would wake up at 7 every fucking morning, getting ready for some First Take. Now I don't even watch that show.
I watch it. Sometimes it's I watch it specifically on Wednesdays, really, for Stephen A. and Mad Dog. That shit is fun.
By the way, this is not Bud Light right now, so that's Budweiser, but Bud Light is PG because it's sponsored by WWE. Tony Khan going to be looking funny if the way he handles the CM Punk thing, if the Elite go to WWE. What are your percentage on the Elite going to the WWE, the Fed, the Elite betraying what they believe in? I'm listening. I just got to step out real quick.
I wouldn't say never, but it's very, very unlikely. The Elite are the E in AEW. Tony Khan can never ever let him go. But I wouldn't be surprised if just one day when they're pretty freaking old and Vince McMahon is maybe in a close to death, they'd be like, it'd be nice, one time to be at like a WrestleMania, be in the big time WWE towards the end of their careers, just to say they did it, be acknowledged in that universe. And I think Triple H, if there's no Vince around, would treat them pretty fairly.
I will say this. I think it's 50%. Like part of and I think
high.
Cody's a very good secret agent. I think Cody's like, guys, I think you're overthinking the process that goes on here. Look at how they're treating me and how they treat you and the matches. I mean, you guys want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. You guys, where's the main event tag team matches that was promised to you? They main event at WrestleMania with a tag team match. And then the Young Bucks will think about that. I mean, Usos and Young Bucks, you can main event a pay-per-view with that.
I think if
I'm pretty sure I think that's Triple H's pitch.
Yeah.
Listen, kids. Look. I love what you're doing over there. You guys are doing great. You guys are the E in AEW, but I like you guys to be the E in WWE. World Wrestling Entertainment could be World Wrestling Elite. I'm just saying. And also, I mean, Young Bucks versus Usos. That's a pretty good main event, yeah.
Not just that,
Matt, Nick.
The reunion of the Bloodline versus the Elite. You can main event.
That's a war game. That's a war game right there. Oh man, no, I think it's pretty high that the Elite could think about it. I think Kenny. It's more of like whatever makes him happy, but I do think he would take the chance. But I think the Young Bucks for sure would take the opportunities and take a risk because a lot of I don't like the Young Bucks like that wrestling wise, but they are known to be risk takers. I will say that about them.
What was the last thing you said? They are what?
They are risk takers. They took risk on their careers. They changed their whole style just to become this. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Has Karl Anthony Towns pretty much peaked at this point? He should be way better than he is.
Yes.
I hate that.
He thinks he could get better, but no, he thinks he's a much bigger deal than he is.
Exactly. The most ridiculous thing he ever said. Romeo, years down the line, people are gonna say that I changed the game. That's crazy. When he said that, I was like, bro, this boy is delusional. What did you change in the fucking game, Karl Anthony Towns? What? To be a good offensive player with no defense? Yeah, that was changed like years ago. That was changed when what was that one guy on the Rockets? They call him the franchise or whatever. What is the point guard? Yeah, Steve Francis. Steve Francis already solidified that game, motherfucker. Like, God, you're so delusional, Karl Anthony Towns. I fucking hate you, bro. Get off my team, dog.
I'm so glad the Knicks did not pursue a trade. That would have just ruined everything they're trying to do.
Yep. Desmond Bane. By the way, I like what the Lakers did. I thought they did some nice signings by the Lakers. But I don't know. Does that mean no Austin Reeves? They're just like, screw it. We got better players. We don't need Austin.
They got him. Lakers got him.
What? Oh, wow. And they got Gabe Vincent and all those guys.
Years. Let me see. Fuck.
You know what's funny? Years. They got Jackson Hayes. They got. Oh wow, not
the
bad.
Most he could get.
Not bad, but you know what's funny? They got Jackson Hayes, and it was like that was the pick that they traded for AD. So they got the pick back pretty much.
That's
if
funny.
You think about it, because Jackson Hayes is the guy that they signed. I like that Gabe Vincent pickup because I feel like that's what they were missing was that point guard that could just shoot a 3-pointer and not afraid to take a shot. So I like what they did. Is Sting trying to speed up his retirement? Because what has he been doing?
CPZ, man, everybody's making excuses like, let him decide what he wants to do. No, you're gonna kill him. What is this? Let the wrestler decide what they want to do. If we did that all the time, we'd fucking have some fucking people dead wrestlers. A lot more dead
Look,
wrestlers.
look, look, guys. I'm training to be a wrestler. When I get to a certain point, I'm going to ask my friends, "Hey, should I do this spot?" And if they tell me, "Chase, that sounds stupid," I'm not going to do this spot. By the way, my back is really sore sometimes.
He has nothing to prove. I don't know what he's trying to do. He needs an intervention. You've done enough.
How does Marcus Smart fit in Memphis when Jaw comes back? Come off the bench? Is Jaw tradable? They're not trading Jaw. That would be the stupidest thing on planet Earth to trade Jaw. He does fit well with Jaw Morant. Jaw's a pretty okay defender. I'm not gonna say he's bad, but he can defend if need be because he has his athleticism still, so he's able to still stay lateral with some of the quicker point guards in the league. But he's not gonna like block shots or anything. But he fits up well because you can run a lineup of Jaw, Marcus Smart, Desmond Bain, Triple J, and whoever your center is, where it's Steven Adams, or you go with Tillman, who's a little bit more athletic. You can do that as your lineup.
It's a little short, the 3, the 2, and the 1, but you probably just need Smart there for like end of games, really, because he's a good end of game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And
exactly.
you like mix and match
that's a good small
their
lineup.
minutes so that they're not really on the court at the same time.
And it helps Jaw because the problem with Jaw is he struggles with the point guards that are like bully point guards or bigger point guards like the Westbrooks of the world and stuff. So Smart alleviates that, and then Jaw can kind of go after the 2 guard. And most 2 guards in the NBA nowadays, they're not like complete 2 guards. Like they're not Anthony Edwards. Like Anthony Edwards is a complete 2 guard. Other 2 guards are mostly like a Max Strus type of 2 guard where they just know they either shoot a 3-pointer or they drive to the hoop or they're defensive specialists. So I think it works. I actually like what Memphis did. I thought that was a genius idea getting Marcus Smart. I was like, that's the perfect guy to pair up with Ja Morant, in my personal opinion. And Desmond Bain.
It was a smart idea. And listen, Smart's a good veteran that I think he's going to be in Ja's ear, helping him get better because Ja, somebody's got to tell this. Somebody's got to coach this guy. Stop driving to the lane with reckless abandon and hurting yourself. You are not helping the Grizzlies by being hurt. He's like Jeff Hardy in the post when he drives to the lane. Zero regard. He's like Sting. He's like Sting. Zero regard for human life. You gotta chill. And Derrick Rose is gonna be there too. Derrick Rose is gonna tell him. You're gonna end up
Derrick
like
Rose
me,
gonna be
young
like
blood.
By the way, a Rose Memphis jersey, that'll look sick, actually. I like that. I like Derrick Rose, Timberwolves legend. Did you know he scored 50 points with us, Romeo? Do you remember that game?
No, but he's going to be great in John Morant's ear because a lot of people compare Morant's explosiveness to young Derrick Rose. He needs that.
Have a good night. Have a good night, Jack Emerson. Thanks for coming by. Remember when Skip said Tim Tebow is a bigger draw than LeBron and Kobe and Stephen A. walked out? Dude, the Tim Tebow era of First Take was legendary, bro. Like, we literally had so much content with that bullshit. Dude, Tim Tebow was just...
And Skip's affinity for the Cowboys and Stephen A.'s hatred of it.
I'll tell you what, Skip. The Cowboys are dead. Shannon... Oh, wait. Why is this star? Stop starring. Shannon and Skip debates are also classic. I love Shannon, man. I did watch the Strickland main event. He really worked that one guy UFC really wanted to make a prospect so fucking bad. Sean Strickland, good for him. He's a very polarizing human being, but good for him. Glad he won. He wants to fight Izzy next. I agree with you, Romeo, but when people get hurt, they're going to say, you let Cody... What?
Do it? You let Cody do it.
I don't know. Oh, you let Cody do it. Oh. Well, Cody's different. Cody's a psychopath. Like, we all know Cody is just one of those rare psychopaths.
Speaking of Cody, I have to talk about his brother, Dustin Rhodes.
What happened? What did he do?
Oh, man. It's just like, why does he need so much offense against Powerhouse Hobbs? Why? Why does he need to try to put on a great match? Why? Just... Wow. He's out here bleeding for Powerhouse Hobbs. He kicked out of Powerhouse Hobbs' spine buster. I think it was at 1 too. It's like, what?
No. The fuck?
He kicked out of his
What?
I think that's his finisher. I think that's Hobbs' finisher, right? The spine buster. He
Yeah, the
kicked
spine
out.
buster is his finisher. The
He
spine on the
kicked
pine.
out. Why does Dustin Rhodes need these magic moments? Why? Stop. Just go away. Another guy that needs to stop. You're trying to make a great match with Powerhouse Hobbs. You are not the guy at this point at your old age to be having try to have a banger match with Hobbs. Just lose and lose quickly. That'll make him look better than anything. Instead of you having this big competitive match. No, I hate
Especially
it.
Dustin Rhodes. You've been in the business for fucking how long? You should know what gets people over. Funnier duel, Shannon and Skip or Stephen A and Skip? Oh, Shannon and Skip, I think are way funnier. Stephen A and Skip had better debates, but Shannon and Skip were hilarious, especially Shannon. Shannon's funnier than Stephen A. Stephen A took his shit more seriously.
I
But
didn't watch enough
did you
Shannon and Skip to judge.
did Romeo? Did you ever watch the Stephen A and Skip Bayless beef where they had like the little podcast beef with each other? They were just responding to each other via their podcast.
No, not really.
Oh, you should. It's fucking hilarious. It's like both. It's like Stephen A made himself look horrible in that situation. Like I couldn't believe I was like, wow, Skip was actually right. So, all right, Skip hatred for Floyd is hilarious. He said Conor McGregor was going to beat Floyd in a boxing match. Who booked that?
Tony Khan.
Probably Tony Khan. It was the Owen. What
He did no favors to
Caden?
Powerhouse
Are you drunk?
Hobbs. No favors.
Because it was the old. Caden, are you drunk too? Oh yeah, I don't know why Skip hates LeBron. I think LeBron is one of the best actual players you'll ever see, but I don't know. Skip Bayless is kind of a goof in that regard when it comes to hating the good old LBJ, King James, and stuff like that. Here's the thing about the Owen. I think CM Punk needs to make that belt a world title. I don't think he's going to beat MJF anytime soon. I think Tony Khan needs a second world title.
His bag?
Yeah.
Which he was carrying around tonight. And Jay White.
Oh, he was?
Yeah. Jay White made mention of it. It's like,
you know, I see the belt in your bag, Punk. Let me see what's inside of that. I'm Jay White. Dude, I like this 1000 shirt. I like this 1000 shirt looking at the camera. Like Romeo, it makes the 1000 graphic look like it's like shiny or something. It's not even that shiny.
Very well, nice. Yeah, it's done. I like it. Very well. Very well done.
I can't wait for the jacket. I'll wear that every single day.
The
Roman
one that Walter
no
got?
longer be. He got it?
I think he got it today.
Damn.
Is it the tracksuit thing?
Yeah, it's a tracksuit jacket. By the way, officially season 5, first place Chase Oliver. Since I got number 1 in the Money in the Bank contest, right. I believe I get 18 points. I fucking love it. Roman,
17,
what questions did I? Yeah, what questions did I get correct? I want to know what was I correct on. Right. Could you do that for me or no?
Yeah, let's check.
Yeah, I want to see what I was correct on. Because man, Money in the Bank genius right here. I'm leading. That's a good 17. That 17 points is a good advantage. I'm not gonna lie. So that was good for me. I was trying to aim to get one of those extra bonus points for the True Heel prediction contest. By the way, if you guys want to join the True Heel Heat prediction contest, go to True Heel Heat YouTube channel, join the Patreon. It's a fun prediction contest. You guys can win. It's all for bragging rights. It's all for wrestling knowledge.
Yeah, or be a YouTube member, $1 a month.
$1 a month, yeah. So there you go. Be a YouTube member on True Heel Heat. Trust me, guys, it's so much fun. There's so much crazy questions. It's hilarious, and it's all for bragging rights. It's all for the fun. It's all for knowledge and stuff like that.
Well, you got who started the Civil War, right? Jimmy and Solo. That's an easy 6. You got the entrance right, the length of over. You got Jey Uso getting the winning pin over Roman, and you picked the Usos 10 points. You kill that.
Yeah. You're genius right here. I'm a bloodline genius, man. Like I said, I'm the mini wise man. I know how they book.
You got LA Knight, the second last person to touch the briefcase. You picked Logan.
Of course. He wasn't.
Oh, no. You picked I'm reading the wrong thing. You picked. I
picked Priest to win. I know that. Did I pick Logan Paul second to last to win the briefcase or the fall or whatever?
Touch the briefcase.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, the first one to touch it.
You got Logan making his.
I know.
Yeah. You got Priest. Yeah, 10 points.
I got all the Money in the Bank winners right. I got Priest and I got EO.
That's 30 points all combined from those 3 matches that we're talking about.
Right. And then the Bloodline matches, I predicted everything pretty much correctly. Well, maybe not the over super kicks. So the Usos didn't throw that many super kicks.
No, yeah. You got Bailey, second to last person to touch the briefcase.
Yeah.
Zelina, first to touch the briefcase. Somehow you got that right.
What do you mean somehow? I knew that was going to happen. All right. Even though he said he's done with this stupid channel, he's still here. We're going to bring Caden Lee on. Caden, what are you doing here? I thought you were released from your contract.
I'm released as a full-time contractor.
Oh,
I'm a
he's
part-time
fucking
Logan
Brock
Paul.
Lesnar all of a sudden. Part-time Lesnar right here.
I hop on
Got
for
the Drew
random
return.
games and I'm free.
The Drew return was 5
The
points.
Floyd
Got that right.
Wait, which one?
The Drew return.
Oh yeah, dude. Caden, how much of a Money in the Bank expert I am? I got hacked and I still got first place. Who would have thought?
I had the Drew return and I said no on the Randy return, I think.
I do not remember Terrell. Is that where Terrell? No, I don't remember that debate. Yeah, Skip is a master troll.
That's not the one where T.O. said no.
No,
There's the one where T.O. says that Max is blacker than Stephen A.
Yeah, that's the Stephen A debate. That's a different debate. That's a different thing. And stuff like that. Brannick Rose says, "What's up to you, Caden?"
This Frantic World.
Budweiser is so good. Caden, did you have some Bud Light and give winning toast to all the winners at Money in the Bank like I did?
No, I didn't have Bud Light today.
Well, Caden, I want to know your thoughts on Money in the Bank. What did you give this show overall? And just give your quick rundown, man. We're waiting for more questions to come in.
So I'm going to rewatch the whole thing probably tomorrow because I was at a party, a little watch party with my good friend Seahawk. Chase's good friend Seahawk as well, who he took a shot with at WrestleMania.
Me and him got a shot. I love Seahawk. He's one of my favorite human beings.
Wait, so you were at a watch party, but you didn't do much watching?
Caden no selling that. Where was this watch party at, Caden? Was it at Katina? Was it at one of the Seahawk usual spots? Oh, Caden's gone.
Is he breaking up?
That was fun. Yeah, he broke up. He left. He left us, man. Just like he left us before. Sad day. Oh man, dude. Fucking hilarious. Man, dude. I can't wait. Romeo, I can't wait for WrestleMania, Billy. We're gonna get so drunk, it's gonna be fucking amazing.
I've already had one very drunken trip to Philadelphia for Royal Rumble, so I expect much of the same.
Oh, Romeo, we're gonna play the Undertaker. Remember I told you about the Undertaker drinking game where we drink during his entrance and shit?
Oh
So I'm gonna wait till I see Caden's.
But he's not up. He's not around anymore.
Caden, are you here? No, we're gonna watch old WrestleMania matches.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
What are we doing?
You got a little fuzzy Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So where was the watch party at?
Cam's place.
See? Oh, it was at his place. I thought it was gonna be at a Katina.
No, it was just like a few people, like not that big. And so I went over there. I got to hang out with him for a little bit, and so he had some people over. So it was we watched it there. But whenever you're like watching with people, a lot of the times like you kind of just don't you miss a lot of things, and you're more about having a good time rather than watching and paying attention to the matches. So I was like 50% watching, 50% not watching. So I'll rewatch most of the things. But what I did see, I thought the men's match was good. Didn't necessarily think it was one of the stronger men's Money in the Bank matches.
I thought it was stuck in neutral for most of the time. Like it didn't get to the ramping part.
It felt like they couldn't kick into another gear and do anything special with it. Like it just kind of felt like it meandered a lot. even with there's talented people in there, and I feel like they just didn't really do what they could have
I
done.
highly disagree. I thought it was really good, really entertaining. I think everybody got a chance to shine.
Okay, Romeo Pritchard, I'm glad you love this match. Good for you.
The women's
Well, that's
tag.
he did say he has to, watch some stuff again.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch it. The women's tag did nothing for me because I knew it wouldn't do anything for me. The Shayna turn was shocking. We were all very confused about what was going on. Very shocked by that. And when I saw those betting odds, I was like, oh, they know something, and Vegas knew about that turn coming.
Change my stupid pick.
I almost
Bro,
I saw the betting odds when I was making my picks, and I said no.
Hold up, real quick. What were the odds before that? How heavy of an underdog were Liv?
It was a minus before. It was a minus 2,000 for Raquel and Liv.
No, I'm talking about before today. What were their odds?
Oh, I don't know.
11,000.
I just
plus 11,000.
Yeah, all I have is today's. Today, Ronda and Shayna this morning were at plus 11,000.
No, I'm talking. Yeah, I wish I knew what their odds were today because I would.
Yeah, I don't know what they were today.
That's today.
Yeah, so he wants to know.
No, I'm talking about I'm like Saturday. No, not Saturday. Friday, Thursday, and shit like that.
Yeah, I think every favorite. Oh no, the Usos, the Bloodline were favored over the Usos, and then
Damian favored.
Damian Priest was the third in the men's.
What was the Usos line against the Bloodline?
They were plus 100, and the Bloodline was minus.
Oh, I would have put 100 on the Usos easily.
They were minus. It was minus 140 for the Bloodline.
I would have won. I would have won 1,000 with that plus 100 too.
Oh yeah, I was confident in that one.
Caden, what was the odds on Damian Priest winning? Plus 300.
It was plus 200.
Oh my fucking god, dude! I would have won money tonight. Damn.
I know. I would have money on those.
EO was minus 600. That's not even bad.
I was wrong on literally one prediction tonight. Besides, I had Solo taking the pin instead of Roman, but in terms of every other match, I think I had everything right.
It had to be.
Besides the women's.
Yeah, Caden, I got hacked. Obviously, the person who hacked me, they had Roman get pinned. I would never put that in the predictions. That's horrible.
I know. I heard your message this morning. I just
wanted to make it clear.
What else happened? Cody and Dom, I thought was fine. No issues with it.
I said, Caden, that Cody knows how to take a decent match and make it as good as it can be.
Yeah, he made it the best it possibly could be. I thought it was a fine match. No issues there. Perfectly happy that Brock didn't come out. Gunther and Riddle was a little disappointing to me. It felt like they got 7 or 8 minutes. It was pretty short. And they didn't really do a lot. And I've seen their matches from Evolve, and they killed each other in Evolve, and I feel like they could have done that here, and it was a little bit more bland than what I wanted. And then Drew's return was fine. Would have preferred he came back as a heel with Broken Dreams, but it's fine. Come back as a face. Go into another feud with Gunther, even though he lost the title match at WrestleMania. Sure, that's fine.
Triple threat match.
It's sure. I wanted something new for Drew. I really wanted something new for him. What else? I thought the women's Money in the Bank was really good. I really liked that match. I loved the finish. And EO winning was great. I thought Rollins and Balor was good. I didn't like the finish of that. I thought that Balor looking over his shoulder at Priest, who was pretty far away from him, and getting scared to do his move didn't really make sense to me because he is not close to you. Win the match.
Oh, because he was teasing. It was almost like he was getting ready to cash in. It's
then you let him do it.
That's what Finn was worried
about. You're in a championship match. You're trying to win your first world title since 2016 that was stolen from you 7 years ago. You keep wrestling until
he won the NXT World Championship out there.
Not a World Championship.
Finn's character is paranoid. I understand it.
I understand the thing about always being paranoid. You gotta keep wrestling. That was the.
It don't matter. Battle Club is for everyone.
That was the big issue I had there. Was I just didn't like. I think you could have been.
You know
smarter
what
with
my
three.
big issue is that Damien should have minded his own business.
Mm-hmm.
It's too short a match, too.
It was a little short. Yeah, I thought it was a little short. They also, I
My
feel like
complaint with this pay-per-view,
Priest came out a
Caden,
little too early.
a lot of TV type. Yeah, and no music either. The crowd kind of gave it away, dude. Okay, unrelated. I was gonna watch this stupid Cody interview. You know, talking to Ariel Helwani, my favorite journalist of all time. You know, he loves to pick on my boy Tony Khan. And I just have this ugly picture of Cody Rhodes just looking like he's about to take a shit in front of Ariel. He looks so weird right now. And Ariel looks happy. Cody has his lips puckered up, ready to answer a question. You know, Ariel, it was a wonderful, fantastic night against Dominik Mysterio. Crazy.
This was a
that
match was 12 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Kaden, I know you hate Roman Reigns, so you probably didn't like the main event. So
I thought that it could have shaved 5 minutes off and been a much better match.
What match?
The main event. I thought it was
8 minutes. No way.
Yeah, it was like because there were certain points where I'm like, okay, they're retreading the same thing. And again, it's like I've always said this, like Roman Reigns matches, not my style of match. Every time Roman has a match, I like Roman matches, but every single one I think is 5 minutes too long because it does a little too much. And I thought this one did just a little bit too much. It felt very similar to actually the Edge and Roman match at Money in the Bank 2021, which I had the exact same issue with, where I thought there was a little too much of doing nothing. So shave 5 minutes off, I would have liked it more.
Did you have the volume up?
We had people talking.
But
I heard the crowd. I heard the crowd. But again, like I don't.
That's what makes the time go by easy.
A crowd can elevate a match if they're doing like, but if you're just standing there, not really doing much of anything, and you're kind of just like doing moves.
They were doing a lot of standing around because the crowd was like you had to listen to them. They were playing off them.
The crowd for Ospreay and Omega last week was hot, and they didn't stand around for most of the match, and that was a 38-minute match. It was
a different crowd than that crowd. This was some entertaining shit. Listen to it.
Like I'm saying, you can have an entertaining crowd and still have a good match. The crowd should not make your match go an extra 5 to 8 minutes when you're in the middle of a wrestling match.
Just trust me, man. Listen to this crowd. It's not the same crowd as the Omega Ospreay one.
But that's not like, okay, fine. Like I'll listen to the crowd. That doesn't mean that I think the match should go another 8 minutes. I think if the match was 25 minutes, they would have accomplished everything they wanted to accomplish. Instead, it went 32.
Romeo,
I wanted more.
Romeo, if this was the Elite versus like Kenny and whoever the Golden Lovers, he would be like, "Oh my god, it was so perfect timed." You know, you fucking hater, bro.
I mean, I wanted more.
I thought Kenny and Ospreay went about 5. I like everything they did. The only thing that stopped it, that right now stops it from being as good as the first match, I thought it also went about 5 minutes too long.
I disagree.
Which it actually did. It did go 5 minutes too long. They weren't supposed to go.
WWE would probably go to London, probably go to either Wembley or Cardiff. Maybe Cardiff because it has a roof, just in case Wembley decides to rain.
I think,
most likely Wembley.
AEW's record.
I think that I think Triple H saying, I don't know exactly what he said, Romeo, so you can correct me on like maybe like it really sounded like he was shutting it down, saying I don't know about that. But it's a little bit suspicious timing that he comes out and says this on the back of AEW selling 70,000 tickets to Wembley Stadium.
He didn't shut it down per se. He just can't confirm it.
Yeah, and that could be just like a little tease, like, oh, I can't confirm it right now. It feels like they're doing it because they want to. Triple H is a petty dude. I love it. I like being petty. I like my petty king, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Paul Levesque.
The way he played it off was like John Cena put him in a tough spot. Like they didn't have serious plan, but now he's
a worker.
Exactly. Yeah, it was kind of like oh yeah, you know, Cena did his own thing, man. No.
That's such a worker's response. That is such a worker's response.
You're the chief content creator. motherfucker, you know what where Raw is gonna be in 2024. You trying to tell me you won't know where WrestleMania is gonna be in
Yeah, like
2026? Shut
they
the
have
fuck
the
up.
venue booked. They have the venue booked for
Yeah.
WrestleMania 41 already. They probably have it booked for 42, and they're just not telling us yet. So I think.
Wait, what's
I
41?
that
What's 41, Kaden? What's 41?
I think 41 will be Wembley.
Okay.
I think
I think
41 is
41 will be.
Wembley.
My prediction is Minnesota.
Yeah, I know. I think either 41 or 42 will. I think at least one of them is Wembley because 43 is supposed to be Nashville.
It's Nashville.
So I think 41 or 42 is Wembley. I think Minnesota is in the conversation. I do also think Romeo's point about Vegas also is a strong possibility because it's that travel town. You can get people like Money in the Bank had an issue selling, SummerSlam didn't. So you can sell out Allegiant Stadium with a full 60,000 people in Las Vegas, especially when you're not doing it on a holiday weekend. If you did that Memorial Day weekend like AEW does, you're not selling out the 60K. But
okay, the problem is though, the week that WWE does do the WrestleMania in Vegas, sometimes the UFC runs a big event. Same with boxing. So that's the issue: is you might get a boxing card that could.
But by 2024. Which would be WrestleMania 40, or sorry, by 2025 and 2026. Who's the parent company of WWE?
No, that's true, Endeavor, and then Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes won't be a main eventer. So
if UFC decides to run, they run in conjunction. They run the UFC show. Maybe they run the UFC show during the afternoon, or maybe they do WrestleMania during the day, and you run UFC later that night. You run them in conjunction. You do some sort of crossover. Like that's where you get smart, and that's what makes me think like 20. I think 2026 is a really good option for Vegas. It lets the merger kind of go in, and you play it a little bit. It's easier. And 2020, and that gives about 2 years since you've done Wembley. Wembley is August 27th, 2023. You run that April 1st, April 2nd, April 3rd, whatever those dates are in 2025. That's about 2 years after. And you sell 90K. That feels like a WWE Triple H move to do it 2 years after and to sell more tickets.
Do you guys think they'll host a pay-per-view in Mexico City, Mexico? Because what they're doing with the international marketing is astonishing.
No.
They should, but I don't think it's like in the cards anytime soon.
Nope. I don't think Mexico City is an option.
I think
it's an option. I don't think they're going to do it.
They have to. LWO will go crazy over there. Crazy. You have to find a way.
LWO. Don't they have like one? Isn't one of the members not even Mexican? Like
Zima Santos is. That's all that matters.
Oh, okay. Zima Ion don't count.
I wonder.
Joaquin Wild.
I wonder what the prices are. I wonder if they can make the money to justify doing a PLE in Mexico City, like economically. I don't know the economics of Mexico City.
Oh yeah, they will. They could. Yeah, it would make sense. Wait, didn't Tony Khan's a fucking lunatic if he said all in?
No, he has not said that. No.
That would be career suicide.
They could do a UK pay-per-view every year, but they'd have to move to either Wembley Arena or the O2. They couldn't run. No, I could see All In if they wanted to do another All In the UK. I could see them wanting to do Craven's Cottage, but Craven's Cottage is a 15,000-20,000 seater venue. It's not a big venue. It's relatively small.
Is that Fulham's stadium?
Yes, that's their stadium. And Tony wants to do a show there, but it is a small venue. Like when people were originally saying that AEW could run All Out there, people were like, no, they'd have to go bigger. Like most UK people were actually saying like Wembley is a possibility just because like knowing Tony and it's the first show ever overseas running that big of a venue, it makes sense why they drew so many. Like if it was next summer, I probably would go. This summer, I can't make it work, or at least I probably can't make it work. But
man, that show today made me want to be in a London crowd.
Oh yeah, same with me. I want to be in a UK crowd so badly. I wish we had a crowd like that here, Romeo. I wish we were as good as that.
The US crowds are terrible.
No, they're awful. They're the worst.
Sorry, Detroit.
I was singing. I was doing the Bailey chant. The Bailey chant is so fun. I was doing it like just sitting and like I was doing it under my breath while everybody's like talking. I was just like, "Hey Bailey, ooh, ah."
The best chant was "Stand up if you hate Roman. Stand up
I
if
didn't hear
you
that
hate
one.
Roman." That's why the crowd was all
I
standing up. Did you see him?
Yeah, I saw them
I
at
I
one
I,
point.
I thought that chant was just disrespectful to our tribal chief. It was horrible. Like
I love
you
their
know,
They didn't
their
do the shoes
clapping.
off.
you know,
Oh yeah. Take your shoe off. Take your left shoe off if you hate Roman.
Yeah, they didn't do. That would have been more disrespectful.
That's what they do
you
for
know,
James Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
no, Roman has done more for the London crowd than London has done for themselves. I mean, what a good
And then
guy.
Roman's
This guy's
response was great. He sits down on the apron. He complains to Paul Heyman, "This place sucks. I don't ever want to be here again." He says some shit like that. It's hilarious.
you know who Roman needs to add? He needs to add Colby Covington. Him and Colby Covington
Oh, come
talk
on.
about why they hate London together.
I love the I love when they do like the clapping chants and they throw their hands up afterwards and they keep the hands up and then they go into it and it's like this. I love it. It's like it shows like they're all unified. It's so much better than what we do with like just this. Like, come on, let's get like if I'm in a crowd, if I'm spending that much money, like Vegas, that's why I was so upset at Double or Nothing sitting there because I was like, man, I spent all this money to come out to Las Vegas. I flew across the country to come to Las Vegas. I almost died on a plane ride to get here. I dealt with a drunk Steve. Like, man, I went through it. And this crowd sat on their damn hands. My whole section didn't make a noise. I'm trying to start chants. I'm trying to get things going. And they just said, nah, we don't want to do anything. We're just here to watch the show and be quiet. And I'm like, oh my God, y'all suck. It's a wrestling show. Come on. Be rowdy. Have fun.
Yeah.
Lose your voice.
Western Europe was great. Had a good time. Ate a lot of food. Got pretty drunk. Did a good job making connections at work. It was just stressful because I had to babysit a lot of my coworkers. Like they're being whiny. Yeah, they're being little whiny bitches. I ain't gonna front it. They're being whiny. So I want to buy a DVD of the whole Bloodline feud. Why a DVD? What about a Blu-ray? What's with the wanker chant? Sapet, you're another Roman hater. I know you hate Roman Reigns. Just say it.
Everybody was a wanker today.
Yeah.
They love that chant.
Yeah, there
Was Double or Nothing really that bad this year? I was live at Double or Nothing. It was probably the worst live show I've ever been to in my life.
That was it wasn't even like I think the opening match and then like the last two matches make up for the middle of the card being weak, but the crowd was awful. It was one of the worst, like what Chase said. That was one of the worst crowds I've ever been in.
Like Romeo, you were the one that said the crowd was bad for like Double or Nothing, right? And then like people were saying, "Oh no, the crowd was good," right? Like you were one of the people that were saying the crowd was bad.
My whole thing was like, yeah, the crowd. They didn't give the crowd much to be hyped about, anyways. I don't think you have to fake excitement for something that's not exciting. Yeah, it had two great matches at the end with the Four Pillars and the Anarchy in the Arena, but I don't think they had to go above and beyond just for the rest of the card just because they're there. The product has to meet your excitement level.
I was at both Double or Nothings last year. I was at 2 years ago Double or Nothing this year. 2 years ago Double or Nothing, that crowd was lit. We were lit from match number one. This one, you could tell the arena was barely fucking full. I was more interested with flirting with the dessert lady than fucking watching this show.
Wow.
And honestly, she was hot, bro. She was so fine. By the way, Tracy, if you're watching this, don't take it personally. It's okay. But anyways.
Oh my god.
I'm just trying to tell her it's fine. Don't worry about it.
What are we doing?
Nothing, bro. It's a drunk Chase stream. Drunk with Chase. It's okay. But I'll probably get in trouble later. It's okay. Fuck. But anyways, yeah. But yeah, no, the crowd sucked ass, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It was terrible. Damn. Hey, Steve, edit that shit out for me. He thinks he watches his back.
It was a really bad crowd. Like I was,
Like,
but it was
like
weird because
214, 214, just edit that portion out.
I also think though, like there were like, because I know some people who were there who would be honest and say like, oh, the crowd sucked, and they were like, the crowd was good, and I was like, what? Like, and I felt that like there were like pockets that I think were a little louder.
It was just the ending portions of the matches because we were happy the matches were over.
Yeah, like there were parts where the crowds like kind of like became more excited. But overall, like, and I think just in general, like Romeo's right. Like they didn't really give you a lot to be excited about in general. Like man, that battle royal should not have opened the show. I think battle royals are killer openings, and I thought the battle royal was really good. You don't open with battle royals; those are like relaxed matches. You don't open with that shit. I know why they did it because they wanted to do the entrances during the buy-in. Don't care. Throw another match in the buy-in.
Like, let me read this card again, just in case you forget maybe a little bit. You have the battle royal, yeah. Then you got Cole Jericho. We know how much that stunk,
and we thought it was going to be good, and that was a stinker.
Then you got FTR and the Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal.
Wasn't even excited for that at all.
Garbage.
Ass match.
Then you got Wardlow and Christian, which I thought Wardlow was good.
I actually slightly prefer the Cole Jericho match over that FTR match. Surprisingly.
You did what?
I prefer the Cole Jericho match over the FTR Jeff Jarrett Jay Lethal match. Mainly because of I don't like the overbooked bullshit at the end.
So even if you like the Wardlow Christian stuff, after that was the whole women's angle.
That match was bad until the last like 3 minutes.
You got the women's angle, which was just 3 minutes and just an angle.
Oh yeah, it wasn't even a match. We got robbed of a women's match on that show.
Then you got the open house trios match, which didn't even have a stipulation.
That stunk. That was awful.
See, so like I'm reading all this. You got like, what is the crowd supposed to get hyped for with all of this?
No, yeah, I agree.
Max Caster's rap was really good.
Bad. The show had 3 good matches.
Then they try to lift you up by having Statlander return and win that.
I don't know when I did my live report for the True Heat channel, people were giving it 9 out of 10.
Yes.
Remember, Romy? I was like 9 out of 10. The fuck?
Because they were fresh off 2 banger main events.
But it was so like when I was because I didn't like it, and then I left, and I was with my friends, and they all were like, yeah, I had a good time. Like they're not really like the people I was with. Like they're like they go to wrestling shows, but their thing of wrestling is I just want to have a good time at the show. I don't really care if a match is a 5-star match as long as I'm having an enjoyable time. And they were like, you know what? I had an enjoyable time even throughout like the bad matches. They were like, that wasn't the best match, but it was at least like the FTR match. Like at least the ending was fun. And like it wasn't for not what I like, and it's just some people like something. Some people don't.
I think my Double or Nothing score got lower because Steve was just being annoying that night. So I feel Steve kind of ruined my enjoyment of the pay-per-view.
I think for me and you, I think it was like me, you, and Walter watching the show together. I think we all would have rated the show higher because we would have like.
Not really. Walter didn't care for that show.
But I think if Walter was with us, I think he would have had it. Like
you should have snuck in the
we would have made fun
us,
of the show because I was on Twitter making fun of the show.
You should have snuck in the suite with us, Caden. It would have been fun.
I thought I almost got a ticket in that suite too. I almost bought one because it was not that expensive.
Yeah, it was cheap. People forget the show loved Roman Reigns like 2015, including me and everyone else. Hated Roman, wanted him released and all that. We saw potential. Yeah, the show believed in Roman Reigns. We always believed in Roman. I was the biggest Roman fan.
I can even when I didn't like Roman, I consistently said turn the guy heel. Like that was like the biggest thing I said is like I think if Roman was turned heel, I think he'd be pretty good.
Caden, how's he heel? Caden, how's he heel? What does he do that's heelish?
Come on, don't do this. He's a heel.
What are you talking? No, what are you talking about? He has helped his cousins main event WrestleMania.
They did a whole video package on why he's a heel right before the match.
What are you talking about? He's a babyface. You guys are so delusional. You guys are so delusional.
True Roman babyface run when it comes after all this bloodline drama's over. They have the big old reunion. Everybody's babyface. That's gonna be fun.
Hey, baby.
You know who reminds me of babyface Roman? It's this. is this heel Jungle Boy everyone's been pushing. All this piece of shit, Jungle
What
Boy
about him?
Jack Perry. He
I still
stinks.
haven't watched this match.
He reminds
or
me.
the promo.
He reminds me of Babyface Roman, where he's like, "Hey guys, so how's it fucking going? It's Jungle Boy here. I got a promo for you. You know, the wildfires, you can't fucking breathe." It's like, shut the fuck up, Jungle Boy. Like, learn to throw some hands or something. Like, god damn, you pissed me off.
Imagine babyface Roman when you starting out, came out with that jacket and shades. Talked about having the hottest bitch.
I'm banging the baddest bitch. The biggest issue I have with that, with people who are like, people who are defending it and defending that line, especially, I don't even think the line's that bad. My issue is that it's people who would hate that line if it was in WWE, but are praising it in AEW. And they're like, well, it's true. And I'm like, guys, if WWE said, like, if there was a promo in WWE with Jimmy Uso talking about Naomi and saying that he's banging the hottest bitch in the place, y'all would be so freaking angry about it, calling it sexist. Like,
Let me say this. If you gave that entire script that Jungle Boy Jack Perry,
I know where you're
read,
going with this.
you let Dominik go read this. Dominik is nailing that promo.
I
He's
wouldn't say
calling
he would nail
Mama's
it.
Because the problem is Jungle Boy is like this is Jungle Boy cutting the promo. Yeah, man, the wildfires, they're going crazy, huh? You guys have the bad air pollution. Oh, man, he doesn't let anything sit. Dominic would have been like, and you know, that air pollution, it's making you guys go loco. And the fans would have booed, and Dominic would have waited a little bit. And he goes, hey, you guys just hate me because I'm with mommy, and she's the baddest mommy you'll ever see. And then the fans would have booed. Jungle Boy just is not competent on the mic. He's just horrible. Do y'all believe if Cody stayed in AEW, would he get this over in AEW like he is in WWE? No, he would have still been feuding with Lance Archer for the fucking TNT title. Cody limited himself in AEW for no fucking reason, just to please internet smarts. He should have been world champion at that fucking company, but no, he had to please all the people because he didn't want to piss them off. But he should have been a world champion. If he would have put over Hangman Adam Page, that would have been much better than Kenny Omega doing that. Because Kenny Omega doing that, nothing, bro. It did nothing for Hangman Adam Page. It did nothing. All Kenny got out of that title reign was more fucking world titles that he didn't even need. Cody Rhodes would have been better as the guy, because he always believed in Hangman. He was the one that groomed Hangman. Not fucking Kenny Omega, whatever. Fuck him. But no, Cody would have not got it because Cody limited himself in AEW for no fucking reason. And Tony Khan allowed this shit. Fuck Tony Khan. He sucks. You know what, Tony? I know you're watching too. Fuck you. Okay.
God damn. Can you please not like ruin my chances at a job?
No chances. Tony, you can hire Kaden, just don't hire me. I wouldn't even listen to you. I'd be like, Tony, that idea is stupid. And then you'll be like, well, come Jason. I'll be like, it's just stupid, Tony. Deal with it.
It's actually not even a bad move. What is he?
What do you mean bad move?
No, I'm looking at I'm playing a game.
Oh my god, this guy's playing AEW Wait Forever.
No, I'm playing a different game.
He's playing AEW Not Forever. Jesus. Roman, can you believe this guy? He's playing AEW right now as we're talking about wrestling.
I'm literally not playing AEW.
Tony Khan will make a special announcement tomorrow. What special announcement?
It's a Sunday.
What are we talking about?
He can't make an announcement tomorrow.
Well, guys, I got jealous. Paul, he ran a great show. I feel like I got to make an announcement. And then there you go.
Did they say that Tony's making an announcement?
I don't know. I think he's trolling. King, you decided to come on the show, so it's your fault, bro.
What's my fault? What did I do?
I don't know. That's funny, though. I like that post. I like that. I like that message. It's funny as hell and stuff. Oh, man.
I would try to see if Tony tweeted something, but Twitter won't let me see anything.
Oh, you're at your limit of the day?
Yeah, and I paid for it too. Like I paid the $10 today.
Oh, you paid?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
it won't let
paid,
Good
me.
man?
Lord.
But it won't. So like I wanted, the thing is, it has to verify you before you can even see more tweets.
Wait, what do you mean verify you? I thought you just kept verified.
No, so you have to like go through like it's a 2 to 3 day process of getting verified.
What? What are we doing, Elon?
Dude, it's
yeah,
so-
bro. I mean, I think Zuckerberg. Okay,
No,
here's the
let me
thing.
say. You know
This
what? You know what, Chase? Let me say this. Elon Musk.
Mhm.
I have been informed that you supposedly there's some people trying to get in contact with you. They want to take you on a submarine ride down to see the Titanic. I think you should get on that submarine.
No. Here's the thing. For these people who think Elon Musk will destroy Zuckerberg in a UFC fight, Zuckerberg is like a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I think
Isn't he
he's
a
like
black belt
has
in
like a.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
Oh, he's a black belt now. Oh, guys, he's a black belt. I thought he was a blue belt only.
He's a black belt in
Yeah,
something.
well-
I don't know what it is.
Here's the thing. He's also like secretly
It's a black belt
fucking
in
like
banning.
that one.
Sorry.
Romeo, it's okay. Romeo, by the way, Romeo has this Facebook profile. It's the funniest thing. I'm just here to look. What's your thing that says? It's like I'm just here to enjoy. I don't know why I laugh every time I see it.
Oh, maybe he's not a black.
I'm
Wait,
just-
what
he
belt
has
is
to
he?
be so. He's high up.
I'm
there.
a
He's
simple
blue
man
belt.
just trying out this Facebook thing to see if I like it, not looking for any trouble.
He. So
I
I don't know.
love.
I don't know what belt he is, Chase, but he was in this. He was in a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament and got gold and silver medals.
Yeah, no, it was a good tournament too. It's not a weak ass tournament. He's
Yeah.
been in a tough tournament. I'm being dead serious. That's what I'm saying. Zuckerberg will destroy Elon Musk in a UFC fight. Like Zuckerberg is literally like good on the ground, and he fucks Mackenzie Dern on the side, so he knows how to fight, bro. Come on,
Oh boy.
who's miss?
Yeah, Zuckerberg's like
Oh,
actually a good wrestler or a good fighter. Like he will
Yeah,
kick
no.
Elon's ass.
Romeo, who do you have? Like no knowledge aside, who do you think would win?
Zuck.
Zuck? Okay,
He's
good,
got
good,
the
good.
experience.
Yep. I mean, that's a fight I would debate trying to go to. Like if it was in Saudi Arabia, I can't go. Like if they are Colosseum, like he wants to do it in the Roman Colosseum, no, that ain't happening.
So the thing is, the only place that I think that would commission that fight is literally either Arizona or Florida. Those are the only two places that would commission.
I think
that
Texas
fight.
I think Texas would commission it.
No. Texas is very strict.
Is
Texas
it a very strict one? Okay, I didn't know
plus-
if it was strict or not.
Yeah. It's all for MMA. It's stricter. If it was a boxing fight, they would commission it. But for
Okay.
MMA, Texas is hard to get a commission for. That's why UFC don't really fuck with Texas that much because they don't like go there often unless they have like a reason to go to. But you know what? Another state is Illinois. Illinois is kind of like laid back about their bullshit when it comes to stuff. Heel Jungle Boy, Caden Perry. Caden Perry. He calling you Caden Perry. Caden, how do you feel about that? Western
don't
versus
care.
Caden needs to happen.
Decent ring
Look,
play.
Jack Perry is banging the baddest bitch in this place. So I'm not going to be
How
offended.
long do you think Jungle Boy lasts? I think he lasts like 2 minutes and then he lets it out. You know?
I will not share stories I've heard.
Oh my god. This guy has stories.
No, I actually don't have stories
Okay,
about
it's
Jungle
okay.
Boy. I actually don't. I just think that
Oh.
I think if he's with Anna Jay, then it's probably longer.
Wait, what? She all smoke is nothing? Damn,
No, I think
that's
but I
tough.
think if it was 2 minutes, Anna Jay would leave him because she has the options.
No, damn. I guess so. Damn. Hear that, guys? Anna J is a SLUT, I guess.
That's not what I said. That is not what I said.
Oh,
At
nope.
all.
I
You know
confirmed
that's
it.
not what I said.
Chase Post Select here, guys. This is the real wrestling part. Guys, ask questions. Where are all your? I see 12 viewers. I ain't seeing more questions. I need more questions from all you motherfuckers. I want more questions. Give me your questions. I want these great questions. Like we had a great wrestling show tonight. Well, I didn't think it was great, but we had a show tonight. I want to know what you guys' thoughts are, your emotions. Give me everything. I want it all. I want it all. Give it to me.
I want it all.
I made
Like Tony, like what you do, Caden?
I did it's about 3 hours of DoorDash today. I made $60. Very proud of myself.
Nice. Oh yeah, see, Caden, DoorDash is not that bad. You see why Steve does it now.
Oh yeah. No, it's like the biggest issue with Texas is everything is so spread out. So like if you want to get like a decent amount, you gotta drive a little bit. Florida, it's gonna be so much nicer when I'm like, now that I've like actually done it and I'm like I know what to do. When I'm back in Florida, I'm gonna make a lot of money because all those kids, like they're all in such like all the students are in such a small little area in Gainesville, because Gainesville isn't a big city in general. So that'll be so much nicer. But Florida, like Texas, I had to drive like freaking 20 like round trip to get from where I started to where I ended to get back to the hot spot. It was like 25 miles.
Okay. Yeah, when I DoorDash, it was like I just picked this one area, and it was like an area that was next to like a town center, and so like people were too lazy to grab like Lazy Dog, the restaurant, and then bam, it was great.
Yeah, we just can't, like the issue with Texas is like you just don't have that because everything is spread out, so you don't really have the option.
Damian Priest brought up Bad Bunny in the press conference. Do you think they're going to lead a match with them again? Well, Benito, I would love to have a rematch with you because I gotta get my win back because I'm Mr. Money in the Bank. I think it could happen. It's not a bad rematch to happen.
He didn't bring him up. He was asked about him, and he said Bad Bunny will not be in the Judgment Day. So,
damn, won't let Benito in the Judgment Day.
No,
he said there was. Did he say there was a better chance of Steve Fall getting into the Judgment Day?
Yes.
Shout out Steve Fall.
That's funny.
My good friend Steve.
All right. What matches would you like to see at SummerSlam? Ooh. Roman,
Logan versus LA Knight.
Say Roman.
I want to see Logan versus Ricochet. No, Logan versus.
Oh, Logan versus Ricochet. Said Roman. I was like, what?
Yeah, let me talk to you, Romeo. I would not survive that triple threat. I love all three of those women equally, so it just hurt my heart seeing it.
I think,
and then if Io Sky cashes in on all three of them, oh man, I would probably die just watching that.
My guess is Roman versus Jay is the main. I think they're gonna do Finn versus.
No, what
Seth.
Matches you do? No, not what you think. What matches do you want to see, Caden? Come on, what do you want to see?
What I want to see has to do with what I think they're gonna do too, because I think in that little window of what I think is actually like realistic. Logan versus LA Knight, I think is a good decision. Would not mind that.
Brock Cody, Hell in a Cell.
I want Brock Cody 3 stages. I want that in 3 stages of hell.
Oh, 3 stages don't work for Brock Lesnar.
No, that's why it's probably gonna be like. I don't think it'll be Hell in a Cell because they just did a Hell in a Cell.
You want me in 3 stages? I'm only gonna do 1. Brock only doing 1 stage, Caden. That's good enough for him.
He already did the 2 stages with the two matches they had.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that they would do Hell in a Cell because they literally just did one. But I think they could do a fight pit. I think is at least a little bit of a possibility of doing that.
Ooh, that would actually be good. I wouldn't mind that. Cody gets into a fight pit because
they need to be. They can't be caged. Like they can't be caged like that. That small setting.
But like a fight pit would be like a fight, because Cody was the Saudi Arabian match. They kept talking like it's going to be a fight.
Yeah, Brock was like, I want to fight. I think that's a strong possibility. And then I would like to see Seth versus the Demon, just because I would like to see that rematch. based off of SummerSlam 2016.
You,
I kind of like
you
that.
said you said the Demon, and I was like, why should Bray Wyatt get a fucking title shot? And then I was like,
A
oh yeah, he's
diamond.
the Fiend.
No,
The
the
diamond.
demon, not the Fiend, the demon.
No, I heard Demon. I just thought that. Kaden, I'm drunk. Okay, I think
Hell
Bray
no.
Wyatt and Finn are the same.
Keep the Fiend far away. For
coming back at some
But you know what?
I really wanted that DIY match against Sammy and KO, but considering
Yeah,
that
it's happening.
we're 33 days away from SummerSlam, maybe 34. I think July's 31 months. So we're 34 days away, and they haven't even brought Johnny back onto TV. I don't see them rushing into that match. I feel like they're gonna do Imperium versus
Imperium. Because Imperium got delayed because of the injury, I guess.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do Imperium now. I think that's what they're gonna do with this pay-per-view. I think they were gonna do it on like SmackDown instead. Like instead of having Pretty Deadly in there, I think it was gonna be Imperium. And now they're changing that. I'll be like Gunther and Drew feels obvious. I don't want that. I'd rather have Gunther. I don't even know who I'd rather have Gunther face, but like not Drew. I'd rather have him face somebody different who he hasn't faced this year. Who would I like to see Gunther face instead? Who's on that Raw roster? Who's not? I would say. I mean, you could throw Priest in there, even though he's Money in the Bank. You could still throw Priest in there. I think they could have a really good match.
That's a bad idea. Priest ain't a babyface yet. Not technically. He's got to tell that story.
I think you could still do it. You can get away with it. I would like, but yeah, and you're not going to do it. So, I don't know. They got some good matches. I don't know what they would do with Dom. I have no idea what Dom would do for that pay-per-view. Probably nothing.
He's not doing shit. Yeah, he's probably just gonna be on the corner. Like maybe do like a tag match. Maybe a tag title match with Dom or whatever.
They'll do like they're gonna do Becky versus Trish probably. I don't know if Rhea's even gonna have a match. Like who the hell is Rhea gonna face? Raquel, I guess. But Raquel's champion now, so I don't know what they're gonna do with Rhea.
Ronda. How things going? Is Cody going to finish the story, or is The Rock going to come back because he is losing? Rock's not losing money. Come on.
No, The Rock joined freaking Fast and Furious. He's okay.
Rock's not losing. What are we doing? What were we talking about? Rock losing money?
No, The Rock. Look, The Rock had a few L's. That doesn't mean he's losing money.
The hell are we talking about? Rock losing money.
I think people saw that report that he lost the money on the XFL season 1. They don't realize that every business loses money.
In the first year.
No, XFL is going to lose money. He has to pay all this bullshit. Yeah, come on, guys, stop. Who would win a Survivor Series match team? LWO with Steven or Judgment Day with Walter? Oh, Judgment Day with Walter. That would win easily. Steve would probably fall asleep on the LWO if they need him the most. He'd be sleeping on the turnbuckle. Stop me when I start telling lies, to quote the great CM Punk. I mean, Steve would fall asleep on the LWO. He'd be like, so what happened? Wait a minute. How did Joaquin Wild get eliminated? And Santos Escobar will just lose his mind that he has to be with Steve. Too much. Romeo, what are your thoughts? Who would win?
Judgment Day, easy. But Judgment Day does have a little dissension right now, so who knows?
Oh, my. Romeo, do you trust Walter or Steve to help mend that dissension?
Walter could make it worse. I don't know.
Walter nothing can make it worse than Steve.
They might do. What are we doing?
Stop fighting! Oh man, Judgment Day in the mud.
Chase, you're the UFC guy. Do you think that they could have used tonight to write out Ronda, and she could be training to go back to UFC for one more fight?
It's possible. She does have one fight left in her UFC contract. I don't know who she would fight.
Who the hell is she gonna fight and have a chance?
No idea. I think because there were rumors about it. So like I know that like this week people were like kind of making rumors, and I was like, yeah, that's possible.
The only person that she would have a chance with, and she also has one more fight left on her contract, and she wouldn't say no to this fight, is Miesha Tate. So Miesha Tate comes out of retirement, and they do one more fight.
See that.
Yeah, that's the only problem. But the problem is Ronda, she ain't beating anyone else except for Miesha Tate. So.
Miesha Tate.
That's a name I haven't heard in years.
That's an insult to everybody scrapping in those divisions.
That's a name I've not heard in a long time.
To bring those two.
Yeah, Miesha Tate's the only one I can think of that would make sense. I mean, there's other fucking like Laura Murphy's also pretty ass, so you could have her fight Ronda Rousey. So
God, what a waste.
I know, right? For Ronda,
Ronda's really lowering herself. You're Hall of Fame.
But yeah, no, but it's possible, Kaden, that she can come back. I'm not going to rule it out because anything's possible. I mean, I didn't think Brock would come back, and he came back. So,
you know what I'd rather see than any of those fights? Ronda versus Shayna in the octagon. That's already story.
You know what's, but you know what's crazy, Romeo? They could probably transition it to the octagon, Ronda versus Shayna.
Yeah, that'll show the endeavors. That'll show them.
Yeah, maybe they talked about it. Hey, you guys want to fight? You know, so. I want to see Dana versus Vince McMahon Extreme Rules match. The stipulation would be if Vince loses, he shaves his mustache, and if Dana loses, he gives full control of UFC to Triple H. Well, Dana's winning that match. He'll be like, I'm not fucking losing, Vince. You out of your fucking mind? You want me to give up my UFC to your fucking doofus son-in-law? Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck.
Imagine Ronda Shayna's on the SummerSlam card.
Ooh, I like that. You gotta ask drunk, funny questions. Well, you guys are not asking. You guys are asking fucking wrestling questions. Gunther versus Randy Orton if Orton returns. That'd be a great match. Orton would probably squash him in 2 seconds with the RKO.
I said it yesterday. I was like, guys, I'm telling you, Randy ain't coming back yet. Everybody bought into this hype by some random source who worked wrestling. Don't know who that guy is.
Hey guys, I trust Worked Wrestling. I think I like the name. It's telling me I'm getting worked, so it's at least being honest with me. Not trying to lie.
They told you with that name. They're like, oh yeah, we're working you with these.
They never said Money in the Bank specifically.
They said that he was like close, right?
Yeah.
Like something like that.
Yeah, people said close, and they're like, "Oh, well, the next show's Money in the Bank." So,
well, the tweet actually did say it said even as soon as Money in the Bank or even as soon as tomorrow,
saving their asses. I didn't think Randy and Brock were making that trip just for that, but Drew would. That's his home.
Well, Drew technically lives in Nashville, Tennessee. So.
Oh, I didn't think Brock. SP3 said it too. We were like, why would they have Brock make the trip over? And people were like, oh, he'll do it to get paid. He ain't gonna get paid that much for that.
Like, people need to understand, Brock's getting paid like $1 million just to go to Saudi, maybe $2 million. Go to London, 250,000. Those are prime ranch hours for Brock. You're telling him to leave the farm. For that, hell.
Well, they had to pay Cena.
Yeah, exactly. Well Cena was probably filming this movie.
Look, here's what I said. Brock could either get on a plane and go do that, or he can sit at home, he can go hunt, go back to the farmhouse, and go Mount Sable.
Cody's gonna come hunt.
Well, you know, I like everything. I don't want to fucking do this. Sorry, guys.
I'm not resigning.
Sorry, Vince, I don't want to do this.
Actually, I do like this girl. She's actually been decent. Do I resign my goalie coach, Hannah Bednar?
Goalie coach? What are you talking about?
I'm playing the hockey game.
Oh, Romeo, what are we doing?
Why does my goalie coach have good player chemistry with a centerman?
About to call it a stream.
Who would win them? They're probably having sex. That's why. Who would win in a match? Obese Rey Mysterio or Hornswoggle and El Torito in a 2-on-1 handicap match? Man, if Rey Mysterio's wearing that Silver Surfer paint, he might win that match. Do you guys remember when Rey Mysterio was like really fat? He dressed up as the Silver Surfer. My favorite Rey Mysterio.
I do not.
From SummerSlam, he fought Chavo. He thought it was a good idea. Let me
Fat,
dress up as
though.
a Silver Surfer. Oh, he was fat, bro. Let me see if I can get a picture. Let me see if I can get a picture of this. Rey Mysterio Silver Surfer. He was fat, Romeo. Silver. That was also the same pay-per-view that Triple H returned in too, and he was kind of chunky too. Oh my god, he looks horrible. Oh my god. All right, let me go to StreamYard. Let's go to present. Let's go to share screen. Let's go to Rey Mysterio Silver Surfer. Let's hit share. Do you see this, Romeo? Do you see this fat tub of lard on the screen?
Man,
Do you see
if that's fat, man, I don't look like that.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio, chunky ass Silver Surfer Rey Mysterio. Fucking main event legend right here.
What was he
They
on?
don't want to
Some
put anyone
HGH
over.
here?
And he just came off from a surgery, so probably, man. WWE shop. Well,
Bulk Mysterio.
yeah, Bulk Mysterio, man. Shop WWE.com. Look at these horrible t-shirts WWE's releasing right now. Horrible.
The only one,
Like,
the real ones. Whose side are you on? Oh, they got a
Honestly.
Priest shirt already?
Money in the Bank winner.
Wow,
Money
it's
in
just
the
some
Bank
generic
winner.
shit.
Yeah, that's what they do, bro.
It was in her briefcase. She opened it and the shirt was in there.
Yeah, I saw that. That was like the only English she spoke. She's like, good to celebrate. I was like, okay, good for you, EO. I'm
Look,
glad you're gonna
there's a little
celebrate.
sign that they're gonna start taking LA Knight a little seriously. They got him 2 shirts. It's just he
What-
doesn't
this,
need to win Money in the Bank.
This Hogan yellow shirt is not doing it though. Like, let's be real.
Well,
This
we're
ain't
trying
gonna
to, restore the colors of yellow and red. Hogan can't make yellow and red awful, the awful combo forever. Somebody has to
Let's see.
restore.
Let's be all. So we're gonna end the stream, guys. We're gonna look at shop WWE and then AEW, and then we'll look at Impact Wrestling because we know they can't make t-shirts. Let's see the real ones. Oh, this is a horrible shirt. No one should buy this. It doesn't even say that Priest won. So Romeo, you could win. You could buy this shirt. Say I'm the Money in the Bank winner.
That is a waste of $30. No, thank you.
What? Like they don't even put Damian Priest. It's just like anyone could claim they won the Money in the Bank briefcase for WWE. That's horrible. Oh, this is great. Charlotte with title signed in black ink. Ooh. What's that?
This is telling you a lot. What items are first.
Yeah. No, we don't want to buy it right now. It's just in the cart, Maybe this one's nice, but I like this black ink. It reminds me. Oh wait, they have cards. Oh, hold up. Let me see. Superstars. I want to search just Charlotte Flair. I want to see if she has any cards because I'll buy Charlotte Flair cards. Ooh. She has cards. They're almost gone too, Romeo.
I'm not into all the cards thing.
I'm into it. So, what's this? Charlotte Flair autograph SmackDown Women's title. Tempting. Ooh, an autographed T-shirt, Romeo.
Yeah, but that's gonna be out of date.
Yeah, it is because she can be 15-time champion soon. So
that's why they're selling it now.
We gotta get. Yeah, exactly. Gotta get rid of it. The SummerSlam plaque. I don't know if you guys know this. The last SummerSlam plaque that I have. I'm in the background of it, so that's why I got it. This plaque right here. I bought it because I'm right here in this section. right here.
Nice.
I'm like right over here, so that's why I bought it. All right, let's see what Shop AEW has. Shop AEW.
All right, that's my cue that I got to get out of here.
Thank you so much, Romeo, for coming on to this
Later,
stream.
y'all.
Have a good night. Kaden, we're gonna look at Shop AEW and shop. Oh, it's 20% off, Kaden. Is there anything you want? Wow.
No.
Let's see what
I'm not
the
spending
top
money
selling
tonight.
items of the week, Kaden. A Sting Retro USA, the Better Than You Bebe t-shirt, Bullet Club Gold, Forbidden Door matchup shirt, Orange Cassidy one line, the CM Punk Rowdy Reiner t-shirt. Why is this $40? What the fuck? CM Punk and FTR, another CM Punk and FTR. Wow, Punk's a merch mover, buddy. Look at him, top seller. This ain't that bad. Look at this, the Stinger t-shirt. I like it. I like it. You guys have any comments? Let's see. No comments. All right. Let's check out Impact Wrestling t-shirts, Kaden, before we end the night and stuff. What do you got to plug before we head off, Kaden?
Nothing. Y'all know where to find me at this point.
Okay. Well, we're going to look at Shop Impact. They seem like they have some great deals. Celebrate Pride Month. Oh, Kaden, do you think they did a better job with Pride Month than AEW?
No. Neither did good.
No, man. Oh. This is not a t-shirt.
Oh my god.
Yup.
Awful. Awful.
That's where we end the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching for 3 hours. I appreciate every single one. Fucking Alex Shelley, what a jobber.